Yes, people. Yes, people. Yes, people. Back again for another stream. Please hit the like button and subscribe button, and also hit the notification button. You'll be notified when I go live. And yeah, please keep on subscribing on the road to 6,000. On the road to 6,000. I think I currently got 5438. I think 5438 at the moment. So yeah, man, just keep on liking and subscribing, and we'll get to the promised land. Do you know what I mean? Uh, so yeah, let's talk about Arnie Slot. You know what I mean, I think. But what's your thoughts? I'm gonna get your thoughts on that. Arnie Slot, man. Come on, let me get your thoughts. Man, talk to me.
About Arne Slot. Completely useless, doesn't know what he's doing, far too stubborn for his own good, sells half the team that actually won him something. I mean, what is there good to say about the guy? This season, what is there actually good to say about him? He doesn't even play players in their right positions anymore. What is
Yeah.
Sabozlai doing at right back and Frimpong at right wing? What is going on? What is he doing? I've never seen anything like it. The right back
He's
is
obsessed.
playing as a right winger, and the midfielder is playing at right back. What's going on?
Yeah. You know what I
Sabozlai
mean?
and
He's obsessed.
Frimpong
He's
doing the wrong
obsessed with it.
positions. It makes
He's
no
obsessed
sense.
with it.
Absolutely no
You know what I
sense
mean?
whatsoever.
He's literally obsessed with playing him as right back. I don't know why. I don't know what is the sort of like the good thing about playing as right back. What is the good thing about playing right back? You're losing someone in midfield.
Yeah,
Do you understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't make no sense.
doesn't make
Play
any
play
sense
players.
whatsoever.
Sorry.
Doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No, mate. Just play players at the end of the day in a natural position. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Do you think right that obviously at the end of the day, Alonso's saying right that he preferred to come in summer. He wants
Yeah.
to take a couple of months off and so on. But do you think at the end of the day that if it really goes really bad with Slot, and it potentially could do. I'm gonna do a watch along on Wednesday for the Marseille game. I'm gonna do a watch along for that.
Hmm.
That's, that's gonna be exciting. Do you know what I mean? Right?
Hmm.
You honestly feel at the end of the day that sort of like if it does go really bad, that they'll pull the plug on Arne Slot and try and get him in
Yeah. So one thing I
or do you
will
think
say,
they get an interim manager?
if he drops if he drops further down the table again, I don't think they'll give him another chance. I think they'll just get rid of him and bring him in interim, personally. But as long as he's up there, Hughes and Edwards don't sound like they're happy about it. But FSG only really care about making Champions League money by the looks of what I've seen. They only really care about that. They're not willing to invest in the team long term because with investment comes entitlement. You win more, you expect more. So we'll expect them to be delivering every single season. So that's why they throw us a bone every now and then. Every 5 years they throw us a bone. And then after that they say,
Yeah,
right, so one of those assets we've purchased there, we're gonna have to sell again for you to end up with anything. So they're looking at Salah and they're looking at Virgil van Dijk as the next possible asset to sell. Otherwise we've got to put up with Pittons again for a little while. That's what I can see.
yeah. But the things about it, what I noticed with FSG, this is what they do, and this is what they've been doing for 15 years now. It's like they press the button and say, right, you know what, we're gonna win something this year, something major this year, and that, right, and then
Mhm.
we win it, and we might sort of like win win something again next year. But that's if we've got a good manager like Arne Slot. You understand, right? But like
Mhm.
usually days, it's like we win something, and about 5 or 6 years later, we're then win another major thing. Do
So
you
do you
understand?
think that they wasn't expecting Klopp to go and win the Champions League, the Premier League, the Super Cup, and then the Club World Cup? They wasn't expecting him to do that.
Mm. Huh?
Because they never
What
backed
do you
him when he
say?
won the Premier League, did they? They gave him Vandenberg and someone else.
No, no, they weren't expecting that, mate. They weren't expecting that. Right, like that, innit? Stop that.
They didn't.
They weren't
To me,
expecting. They weren't expecting. Yeah, they weren't
they weren't
expecting. They were
expecting
not
it.
expecting it.
He won
Yeah.
the Champions League and they thought, well, that's the major trophy. And then the next season he goes and picks up the Premier League and then the Club World Cup and the Super Cup. They weren't expecting that. You can tell with the way they gave him Vandenberg and someone else, and then they gave him Minamino, and then after that, who was it? They gave him Thiago and Jota. At the time, both Thiago was lighting up Bayern Munich, but Jota wasn't doing much at Wolves at the time. We wasn't expecting
No,
Jota
he
to be as
wasn't.
good as he was, rest his soul.
No, he wasn't. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? They treated Klopp really bad. You know what I mean? They treated him bad. And as I said to my mate earlier on, is that what was going to happen at the end of the day is like you was always going to get a situation where that that situation would sort of like Klopp was never going to work. You're never going to get Klopp working under sort of like Michael Edwards. Pause. He was never going to get that. So they knew at the end of the day that Klopp was going to leave once they bring him back in. Do you know what I mean? So then again, so when you look at the way they treated Klopp, it was disgusting. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like with this situation and day with Arne Slot, is what are they gonna do when they go Pete Tong? Because it's coming out and then day that sort of like, well, you know, the club is backing Arne Slot. Why? Why would you back nonsense? You know what I mean?
I don't know why they're backing him. Makes no sense. I've not seen anything to back.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It'd be different than Dave if he was like winning games. Like you say, well, winning games and he lost it all through, but it's not. He's just like drawing or losing, drawing or losing, and he probably win the occasion one. He's even fallen out with Curtis Jones, and Curtis Jones is probably one of his biggest supporters.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Did you see the other day? Curtis Jones and him had a bit of a barmy on the touchline.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and he got taken off. He got taken off at the end of the day, sort of like he got literally taken off 10 minutes after they had a bomber.
Yeah, what's the point?
Seriously. I mean, taken off at the end of the day. So slowly but surely at the end of the day, he is losing that dressing room. He's losing it.
Yeah.
He's losing that dressing room, bro. Seriously.
They've gone back to where he was before.
I'm
Because they
telling you,
know
bro.
now there's a sliver of hope that he could get fired. So now they're throwing him under the bus again.
Yeah.
The performances tell me
Clearly, clearly in the day, the communication between Slot and these players in the day is not working. It's not happening.
No.
Clearly, it's not happening today. I think they've lost all faith in what he wants to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? All faith in what he wants to do. They've literally lost it. Do you know what I'm saying? And like,
that's the thing. They don't know what he wants to do because he keeps changing everything.
Imagine at the day, sort of like you're bringing on like Slot, bringing on sort of like Szoboszlai, right? At right back when you're winning the game.
Yeah.
When you're winning the game and you've got a right back available, you've got two right backs available.
Yep.
And he's still bringing on, he's still putting Szoboszlai at right back. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense.
It makes absolutely no sense.
No, it makes no sense, man. It's really nonsensical. Seriously. I never thought I'd be saying that, but it's nonsensical.
It's like when he kept taking off Wirtz and bringing on who? Because if he took off Wirtz off the left side, who was you actually bringing on?
Yeah, exactly.
Because he kept taking off Wirtz, and I'm like, well, who's going on the left hand side then? Who's moving to the left? Because you just took off Wirtz, and that's your false nine. or your left winger as you play him.
Exactly.
So who you put in there?
Look at this now. Arne is in danger of losing the Liverpool dressing room. Concerns have intensified after a video surfaced showing a heated tactical exchange between Slot and Curtis Jones, raising serious questions about players buy-in and internal unity at Liverpool FC.
No one's behind him. No one's behind him. He might as
This
well
is
be
what I'm
Julius
talking
Caesar, just made for the people to put the daggers in his back.
about. Angelo Season there.
Honest, you might as well.
Man said Julius
Friends,
Caesar there.
Romans.
Friends, countrymen, lend me your ears.
He is though, isn't he? He's just waiting for the daggers to go in his back at this point.
That's funny to Julius Caesar. It is.
Look at that pose. That's a Julius Caesar pose, that one.
Yeah. He's not saying, yeah, everything's all right. And like,
right, yeah.
Robert goes, I swear, get Jones out of this club.
Jones.
Yeah, I feel like I'm reading the same story about Arne almost every week.
That's the point.
That's in the thing, isn't it? That's in the that's a response to that post. It is, bro. We're dead food at the moment, you know.
Oh yeah, we're dead food at the moment. Yeah, with this guy in charge, definitely.
Okay.
He hasn't got a clue what he's doing.
Okay. He ain't got a clue what he's doing. He's got no clue what he's doing, my friend. You understand? And we're supposed to be buying into this shit.
Look at the expression on his face as well, with that fist up and with that thumb up in the air. Does that look like a man who knows who looks like he's on death row? Look at him.
Yeah.
That man's on a chopping block.
My man's a death row, you know. Liverpool Anfield videos. Big up Liverpool videos. Love and respect. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. And also, my friend, make sure you also hit the notification button as well. But hit the subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Said, hey gents, how's it going?
All right, buddy. All right.
Also as well, I'm sorry to hear about your dad, my brother, sending you love and strength in the war club. Hey, bro, thank you for that, man. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that, bro. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that. You understand? But yeah, your prayers are received, my friend. Appreciate you. Yeah. Got another comment. Oh, build Klopp statue. Has he been on it before?
Yeah, I've seen him before.
Okay. Under Jurgen Klopp, we had times when we really struggled to win, but we never felt so down the way we felt when we felt under Slot, because Klopp. Because under Klopp, we fight till the end. Facts.
That's
100% facts. What do you think of that? Sort of like that comment there.
That's exactly it. We fight under Klopp. We'd fight till the end. We fight till the final whistle. If we hit one goal, it was 2, 3, 4. With this guy, if we hit one goal, it's maybe 2 and then hold off. No, you don't do that. As soon as it's there, you try and score another goal. You make sure you leave that stadium with 3 points. That is what we're missing right now. We don't have the cutting edge we used to have. We used to just put teams to the sword for fun. This manager would never have beat Manchester United 7-0. Would never have beat United 7-0, because as soon as that second goal went in, he'd tell them all to calm down. There's not a ruthless ball in that guy's body. Not one.
Remember when we played Newcastle at under Klopp. We played Newcastle at St. James Park, yeah, St. James Park. We played them, and bro, 1-0 down, one man down. We was down to 10 men, and we still come back and won that game 2-1.
Exactly, because he threw on
Right?
Nunes. He went, get the goals. He told him, you're the striker. We're down. Putting you on, you win the game for us. How many times did we see Nunes win a game for us? By the way,
Yeah, it's the same. But even another one, right? When you think we played them this season, right, at St. James Park, and like they were like bloody 10 men. You know what I mean? Remember, Anthony Gordon got sent off. They were
yep,
down 10 men, and they looked like it was going to be us.
yeah, because we don't have that cutting edge. We don't have that ruthless aggression we used to have. It's lacking. It's the same players, but a different mentality, and I don't like this mentality. It's a loser mentality.
This is what I'm talking about.
A draw's enough. No, it's not. You know full well that Klopp instilled in this team that draws are losses. He instilled that in the team, and he said
Yeah,
draws are losses.
yeah,
We've
he
forgotten
did.
who we are.
Yeah, well, it's plain to see in the day that sort of what we've got no identity now. That's it. Um, shit. 5 wins in 17 Premier League games.
That's disgraceful.
Wow.
That is
When he says
absolutely
that,
disgraceful.
when he says it that way, I'm telling you, sometimes you just know when something is not not going to work. This is one of the times. Love Slot for last season, and I've backed him this season, but the way we're playing is killing me. Facts.
I'm sorry, guys, but Mo Salah got the Golden Boot last year. Take away all his goals, do we win the league? No, we don't.
Mm.
It's a fact. You take away all Mo Salah's goals, and I guarantee you we would not win that league. Salah was on a breakout season, and Van Dijk was on a breakout season because they both wanted contracts. Without those two playing like they did,
Yeah.
we wouldn't won that league. Because if you remember, we actually scored our goals 10 minutes before the end of the game. We'd be 1-0 down, we come back 2-1.
Facts. This ain't the Liverpool way, as Claude, rest in peace, once said. It's time to go. Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Big up.
time
Big
to
up.
go.
Big up Anfield Irishman. Enough love and
Big up,
respect,
man.
my bro. Big up. Big up Bruno. Bruno said
Bruno,
exactly.
lad.
Big up for you. To you. Liverpool Anfield videos says why would we need 20 why would we need 20 million Guehi when we already have Canate daydreaming about Madrid for years now.
There you go.
And I think, and as I said, I think there's something stinky going at the club. That's why these people want to leave. Do you know what I mean? They're going to want to leave like that. Toon lead is very dangerous.
I know.
Bruno.
That's so
Big up
true.
Bruno.
The 2-0 lead is so dangerous.
Was it? Hi, Uncle and Cop Father. Hope you are both well. I am so sorry to hear about your dad, Uncle. Hope you are coping okay. Yeah, I am coping okay. Obviously, you know what I mean. With the circumstances, you know what I mean. Circumstances. What it is at the day, it just gets that little bit easier each and every day. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm doing is like taking one day at a time and keeping my mind occupied. And I find that helps. Do you know what I mean? You know, if I got set things to do sort of like every day, it keeps my mind off of thinking about it and, you know what I mean, too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, appreciate you, Bavarian Copper. Appreciate you for showing your concern. Thank you very much.
Looks
You
like
know what I mean?
Footy's asking for the link.
Footy, okay. Let me send him the link. Let me send him. All right, I'll send it on WhatsApp. You know what I mean? Send it on WhatsApp. I'll send you a link in a bit, just in a bit, man. Don't worry, I will send you the link. I'm trying to let me send the link still. This thing, man. Oh, that's it. It's footy. Footy's not nice today. Gosh, I'm trying to just get this thing. Right, let me send him the link. You know what I mean? Hope his mic's working okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It was going up and down last night, wasn't it? 1 minute it was loud and everything was quiet.
Yeah, man. I was like, what are you doing? Right, I'm sending him the link right now. 1 second, bro. Footy React. What's... Let me find his name. Right, oh, here we go. I've got it just a minute ago. There you go. Yeah, send it to her. Right, let's try and sort this bloody thing out. Yeah, Footy says, shoot the link. Big up Monks. Anfield Irishman in the building. It's an Anfield Irishman. Evening, Brian. I mean, I'm just trying to sort of like, because I'm using, because I can't use a mouse at the moment because.
Do you want me to read them out? I can see them.
No, I can see them, but it's just got to push it up.
Big up, lads.
Yeah, I'm here, man. What are you saying?
You just exited the building stage left.
Huh?
Just exited the building stage left.
No, I'm feeling Isaac today. Pause. So
Is that the Isaac scarf?
Yeah, that's the Isaac scarf.
Nice.
You know who knows, man? Who knows? But are you guys well? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, big up the chat, man. Smash up the like button, chat.
Cold as anything up here, though.
Look up. Bruno says, look at what when we played Tottenham. Yeah, that was just like
that was horrific.
Let's be real. We won the league because Salah had an all-timer individual season and broke records after records. He was responsible for around 45% of our total goal contributions. Without that, we finished 6th. Thoughts on that one, guys?
Exactly what I just said. Word for word, exactly what I've said. You take away all Salah's goals from last season, we don't win the trophy. We don't. Let's just be honest about it. We was coming back from 2-1 down, from 1-0 down too many times last season. This guy's not a genius. Salah was just breaking record after record. Yeah. We were blinded at the time because we were like, this is good, this is Liverpool. But what did what did Nunes do? What did Diaz do?
Yeah, you're right.
Diaz was good last season.
Huh?
Diaz was good last season.
Diaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what we're saying, you know what I mean? I think that's what we're saying. Huh?
How many goals did Diaz score? Did he get double figures?
Yeah.
How many? That's what I said. How many?
I think Lucho finished on about nearly 20 goals last season.
Nearly 20 goals in the Premier League.
What, in the Premier League or all comps?
Premier League, we won that. What's all comps got to do with the fact that we won the Premier League?
Well, of course it matters.
Why is it? Hang on. Why does other competition?
We had a fantastic season.
The Premier League.
Yeah, he did. last season. He got
No,
13
we're
goals.
talking about the Premier League here. We're
13
saying
goals
if you
last
eliminate
season.
Salah's goals, we don't win the Premier League last season.
I said this
Did
month ago.
Diaz score enough goals for us to win the Premier League? No, he didn't. Did Darwin Núñez score enough goals? No. Did Gakpo score enough goals? No.
No, I'm glad everyone's finally agreeing, because I remember when I said this a couple of months. I did many shows a few months ago, and in my community and other streams was like, "You're outrageous. Why are you taking Mohamed Salah's side?" Listen, I'm just glad I stick on Salah's side the whole side, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And now Lucho did bare things other than score goals. Like those times last season where Lewis David would be the best player on the pitch, but he wouldn't get a goal or an assist.
Right, but what use is that? Being the best on the pitch but not getting a goal or an assist, what use is that when you're trying to win a league?
Well, it's like Lamine Yamal. His numbers are very low, but he's the
No,
best.
you're going about Liverpool again.
But he is the best player in the world, and he doesn't get good numbers.
He's not best player in the world.
What?
How can you be the best player in the
not the best
world?
player in the
You don't
world,
get
man.
anything?
Who's the best player in the world?
Did he get the Ballon d'Or last season?
The Ballon d'Or, yeah, but Unks, Van Dijk should have
Hold
won
on,
the Ballon d'Or.
did he get the Ballon d'Or last season?
No, but did Messi deserve it in 2019 over Van Dijk?
Sorry?
Should Van Dijk should have won the Ballon d'Or for you?
No, again, it doesn't matter who I think one should win the Ballon d'Or. Is who actually got the Ballon d'Or. That's what it is.
Ballon d'Or means nothing, in my opinion.
Lamine Yamal is not the best player in the world. He's good, don't get me wrong. I think he's an excellent player, but he's not the best player in the world, my friend. Come on now. He hasn't even won anything. What's he won?
What's he won? He's won.
Yeah.
He carried his team to the Euros. He got player of the tournament in that tournament. He also won La Liga.
He didn't carry his team to the point.
He won the Copa del Rey. He won the Copa del Rey again
On his own.
Sorry?
Copa del Rey. That's like the FA Cup, bro. What, we Arsenal here?
What? Oh my god! What Unks? What are we doing here? So we just don't count trophies. A trophy's a trophy.
Bro.
Did you celebrate the League Cup?
Bro, what I'm saying to you, yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, and these cups you're talking about is like domestic cups.
Yes.
We're not talking about. I'm not talking about winning. We're talking about Champions League.
He's going to again won this season again.
What's that?
He's already won the league twice. He's going to win it again.
He's won the league. Yeah, all right, he's won the league. Yeah, I'll give you that. He's won the league,
and
right?
Also, Unks, he was literally the best player at the Euros.
No, don't add any things on. Yeah, you love adult.
He won the European Championship. All
right, he's won the he's won the Euros. Yeah, he's won the league, and he's won the league.
He's gonna actually.
Hold on. He's won the. Hold on. Listen, he's won the league. Yeah, that's at club level, and he's won the Euros at international level. Has he won the World Cup?
Well, he hasn't had a chance to play it because he's.
Well, has he won the World? That's what I'm trying. See, this is what I'm trying to explain. These players,
because he hasn't played it yet. He's not been old enough.
Has he been
exactly?
Exactly.
So what? How can you? If he's not old enough, right, and he hasn't had the experience of playing in the World Cup, yeah, how can you then say he's the best player in the world?
That's the point.
Okay, then I'll come right back at you, lads. Then, when Michael Owen won the Ballon d'Or, yeah, how many World Cup experiences did he have? Because when he was ripping it up at 16-17, when Rooney was ripping it up at 16-17,
but he didn't win the Ballon d'Or at that age,
and never featured in the World Cup at the current time.
He didn't win the World Cup. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or at that age.
Yeah, but I certainly wasn't saying that Michael Owen was the best player in the world. I wasn't saying that. I never said that.
I was too young to even know what that was.
You know what I mean? I've never said that. You know what I mean? Even though I can remember when sort of like, in Michael Owen, when Michael Owen touched into the Liverpool team at the age of 17, and he's ripping up, and then the goal he scored against Argentina and stuff, I still never said he was the best player in the world. You cannot judge a best player in the world, right? Excuse me. You cannot judge a best player in the world, right? Yeah, because you've seen him at the day pull off certain skills at the day in his league in the day, right?
Okay, Haaland.
And he hasn't hit the heights yet because at the end of the reason why he hasn't hit the heights because he's too young.
Unks, in my opinion, if you say to me, Footy, who do you think's the best player in the world? I think Lamine Yamal is by far the best player in this current at the current time on the 25th of January. Lamine Yamal is for me is the best player in world football.
Mm. What's it? They had 9 men. They had 9 men. Bruno said they had 9 men up. I think that might be Newcastle. I think.
No, it's the Tottenham game, that. And they were still giving us a high.
Oh, yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is it if it should have finished 1-8? Yeah,
Tottenham beating us 8-1 because they were really going for us on that day.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Can't lose 8-1 or 2 goals.
Brazilian Copite says, Anfield Irishman, evening, Brian. Good to see you in chat. Hope you're well. Go up here, so and then Bruno said exactly. I think I read that one. I think. Big up, Footy Reacts. That's come from Brazilian Copite. Hope you're well. Are you well, Copite? Footy, are you well?
I am doing fantastic, Uncle Man.
Big up. And Dicko in the building. All right, lads. Hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. Words, thoughts, and prayers with you. Yeah, man. Respect that. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And Dicko said, we miss Spirit of Darwin.
That's a different person. That's Bob Padak.
Yeah, I think that's a new person. I mean, please hit
like, comment, and subscribe, my friend.
Please hit the subscribe button, guys. Bob, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification button and the like button as well. So, Foot Reacts, what do you think of this this bit here with Arne Slot? What do you think?
My man, that Julius Caesar over here.
Let me get your thoughts on that one, bro.
Arne Slot is in danger of losing the Liverpool dressing room. I was watching Jamie earlier today on his stream, and I had the same sort of opinions. In my opinion, as much as I want Slot to go and everyone else's, I think the club are just going to wait till the end of the season to get Xabi Alonso, because it looks like Alonso wants a bit of time out of football till the end of the season. So maybe the club just doesn't want to go down an interim route, even though I'd rather take anyone right now, even if it's a Steven Gerrard, someone that's just going to add a bit of passion, a bit of direct into this team, because the players looked disinterested, they look distraught, they look knackered, they look like they can't be asked. And if even just bringing in a fresh face, it'll add a lot. It's like Manchester United yesterday. Do I rate Carrick much as a manager? Not really. But what he's going to do is he's going to add passion and drive into that Manchester United team because he knows the club.
Yeah, facts. What do you think, of this? If say the results start going bad, you know what I mean? What starts going bad, and they have to pull the plug, as it were. Do you know what I mean? What do you think about Steven Gerrard coming as interim manager?
I'll do it.
No.
Over on a Slot though.
If we're gonna put him over on Slot, then yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Interim manager.
Just interim, just until the summer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I was saying, Copfather. If it starts going Pete Tong, really bad, yeah, and you know that you have to pull the plug on Arne Slot because you know at the risk of sort of like dropping further down the league, right? And they say, right, you know what, we're going to bring in Steven Gerrard as interim manager to the end of the season, and then it's obviously at the end of the season. This Alonso comes in. Would you not go for that?
I'd have to. I don't want to because is Gerrard going to make a difference?
Yes,
Why is he going to make a difference, Footy?
because do I think Gerrard tactically is a good manager? No. Do I think Slot is? No. So it's already equal there. The only
So
thing,
you're
the one,
replacing shite with shite then?
well, no, because at least with Steven Gerrard, he's getting like these players aren't fucking shit. He can get them playing some basic football with a bit of fucking passion, a bit of drive, and plus the atmosphere at Anfield is fucking shit. It is absolutely appalling. It's literally flat as oak. So at least with Steven Gerrard coming into the helm, there'll be somewhat of a feel good factor.
So
You
he'll
know,
bring some energy to the stadium then, is that what you're saying?
well, yeah, because at least everyone can somewhat get behind it. And it's just worth giving it a go because how many times have we seen big clubs bring in managers for interims in the end of the season and been successful, especially at the top level, like Manchester United, like Chelsea. I'm not saying bring in Gerrard and hope we can win the European Cup. I'm hoping we can bring in Gerrard just so we can get a bit of life into this team because it looks flat, it looks dead, and if we carry on with Arne Slot as the manager, we are not getting top five. We are not getting top five because if you look at the Premier League table since we won our first 5 games, we're 12th in the league. If you go based from match day 6 to match day now, so ever since match day 6, it's gone to shit in terms of results and performances. We're on course to not get top 4 as things stand. We're on the worst unbeaten run ever. This narrative run 12 games unbeaten. I mean,
I'm not even looking at it.
it's like it's the worst 12 games unbeaten run I've probably ever seen. Like there's bankers teams in there that we should have been beaten, but we didn't beat them respectfully. I just think Steven Gerrard would genuinely just bring a bit of drive, a bit of happiness into their place.
Okay. So let's play a little scenario here. Say we do bring Steven Gerrard in, okay? Right? Say we do, and the team then turns things around. What happens if he wins the Champions League? What happens then?
We
Does
still
he still
say
say interim then?
We
Does he
still,
bring Alonso in then?
no, no, we still stick to the plan. Still
yeah, still
stick to the
yeah.
plan. Do you know what I mean? Of like
Would they do
bringing
that though?
Alonso in. They have to because they made
Yeah,
that mistake last time.
Would they
They made that mistake last time with Kenny Dalglish, and when I said it, and
Yep.
Kenny Dalglish was supposed to be coming in to steady the ship, and then he's come in, he steadied the ship, and what did they do? Offer him a contract. Then he
Yeah.
went Pete Tong. He
There
went
you
Pete
go.
Tong.
Why
So,
don't you do the same with Gerrard?
yeah, but what I'm trying to say, and they will have to do it different this time than what they did last time because they would hopefully they will have learned by their mistakes. They will have
This is
to.
what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
'cause
They haven't learned a damn
King
thing.
Kenny.
I know,
King,
but do you know what I mean? This is such a cockroachy footy. This is the only reason that you could have someone like Gerrard in to steady the ship. That you say, right, at the end of the season no matter what you won, yeah, we are still gonna bring in sort of like Alonso. However, if you want to stay as a number 2, you can do. Yeah, you can do, but you're not gonna be in charge. You know what I mean? It's Xabi Alonso that we want in charge, and the only reason that we getting you in it because you said if Liverpool come calling for me at any time and any job that they want me to do, I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean? So
I
put your
hear
money where
you.
your mouth is.
But when we want Steven Gerrard to come in and he starts re-energizing the crowd and the team starts doing well again, we're still in the Champions League at the moment. You bring him in now, there is a possibility, very small, but there is a possibility he could motivate the team to go on and win the Champions League because that's the only trophy they can realistically go for as well as the FA Cup. We know what Gerrard's like when it comes to Liverpool. He will drag that team over the coal mines. He's done it before, time and time after again. It's a risky
So
move,
will
being an interim.
But so will Alonso do the same
I
thing.
know, but Alonso's
they were
coming in
sticking
the
with
Remember,
Arne
summer.
Slot.
Alonso was part of that team at the end of the day when sort of like Gerrard was playing arguably the greatest
Yeah.
football of his life. He was part of that team. So
100%.
Xabi Alonso at the day, right? Yeah, Xabi Alonso at the day still knows what it's like at the day to be a scouser. He knows what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
Steven Gerrard is a scouser.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But what I'm talking with Xabi Alonso, he knows what it's like. He knows. He gets it.
His kids are from
His
Liverpool.
kids, his kids are
does.
from Liverpool. Do you know what I
He
mean?
does.
His kids are from Liverpool. And
I'm
like
not
whenever
disputing you.
and
All I'm
whenever you got
saying is we've seen FSG do it before. We've seen it before,
but
haven't we?
then
Kenny
but
Dalglish.
then but then at the day we cannot legislate for that, but legislate for that. But it has to be on the strict guidelines at the end of the day that what happens at the day is no matter what you win, Steven Gerrard, yeah, right? No matter what you win, we are still going to bring in Alonso. That's the only way that he
That's the only way
gets
it'll
the
work.
job at interim manager.
And
That's
that's
the
what'll
only way it's
probably
gonna
stop him
work.
being interim. That's probably what'll stop him being interim. And I think it's someone else then. Because
No,
Gerard's
because the
passion will
thing
not allow that.
no, but what I'm trying to say, he's come out and said it in the day, unless he's lip service, he's come out and said, well, look, you know what, if Liverpool come calling and ask me to do any job or anything that, I'll be there. I'll be there to help out Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Put your money
I
where
hear
my
you.
mouth. Now, really and truly, it will be up to him as well. Also up to him as well. If FSG said to him and he goes, you know what, and they we decided to offer you the job and everything, he said, no, I don't want it. You got to say, no, I don't. You've got to say, no, I don't want it. Do you know what I mean?
Would he?
Yeah, I said, like, stick to the original plan. And because I only took this job at the day because the plan is going to stick to this plan. This is the only reason I took this job. Right. Let me read some of these chats. I know Slot is under real pressure at the minute. Do you guys think Hughes and Edwards should be under more pressure with how the season is going? What do you
I
guys
don't
think
think
on that?
they put him in the job, but they provided him enough signings. All he had to do was play the spine and then integrate the players. So it's on him again.
I disagree
With
with what you said. This is, yes, we know Arne Slot is a massive problem, but it's got now the real problem is on Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, because they're the people that's being held accountable and the people that's keeping them in the job.
I've
If they
just
had
said
any
that.
if they had any audacity, any somewhat level of accountability, I feel sorry for Slot a little. I feel sorry
I
for
don't.
Slot is he's taking all the rag.
He should.
Richard
He's
Hughes,
not giving away things.
Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards should be sat in front of a camera and speaking to the fans. Same with John W. Emery, Tom fucking Burner. They should all be sat in front of a fucking camera. Because everyone's at fault. He's got to the point now. Yes, at the start it was on our Slot. Now it's on everybody. Because
But I said they're keeping him in the job. But I'm not blaming them because they provided him with enough players and enough firepower in order to win this league again. He's the one who decided to start playing the new players straight away, which you should never ever do. You should integrate them slowly, and you already had a spine there that had just won the league. You tried taking out bits of that spine.
to
You
be
took out
fair, he did
Robinson.
actually
Took out,
integrate them a bit slowly. The only
he did. He
players.
put Red straight in, and he
Okay,
put
no, oh,
Kirker
come
straight
on,
in
yeah,
as
but
well.
cop. Let's be real, man. Florian Wirtz, I've watched him for a long time. He's a generational talent. He's not some fucking bum we signed from Hull City like Andy Robertson. He's a generational talent. You start him
Oh,
straight
see,
away.
That
Like he's
doesn't
a
change the fact of how he plays straight away, though, does it?
And let's go through the players we signed. Mamadashvili, backup goalkeeper. Okay, we'll
Okay,
we'll
fine.
put as we'll
When
put
we
as
bought him last season, but okay.
what?
We bought him last season
Yeah,
for
but it
this
was
season.
yeah. So he's an X because he's not played. So you can't. We're not judging slot for Mamadashvili for Christ's
He
sakes.
has played. He's played quite a few times. Done very
Yeah,
well.
but we're talking long term, like Carp, where he's actually not going to be a starter for Liverpool right now, is he? Like
Well,
Kirkes
no.
is the only player he should have integrated into the team. Hugo Katike, he had no option because Isaac wasn't fit. There's no one else to play as a striker. We only had two strikers at the
Right,
football.
again, I'm not talking about the strikers. I'm talking about the other players. We needed him. We
Okay,
had the rest of the squad
what
there.
players should he have integrated?
Well, we put Frimpong straight in, didn't we? And we put Kirker straight in. That's two of the back five already.
Verts was straight in the red as well.
Versus straight in.
Verts
I'm
straight in.
sorry, I'm not blaming for Slot for really integrating the team players because Frimpong's only had two back-to-back in hamstrings, and there's been many times this season where Robertson's been playing 3-4 games in a row. Kirkers will play a game. and then he'll go back to Robertson. So he has interrogated him at times this season.
No. Right
No,
at
what
the
we're
beginning
talking
of the
about.
season, he should have played the same
And
team.
there's
for
actually been
Robertson.
times where Florian Wirtz has been on the bench a lot this season.
Right, I like this week because we will play a team in Marseille who wants to dominate the board and Bournemouth who don't want to.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
you can't play. Let's put Wirtz on the bench.
Bob says Bournemouth are energetic side. They overrun us. Did Bournemouth win tonight?
They were 1-0 up.
Yeah, but did they win?
I can't
Check
remember.
if they won. Check if they won. Somebody check if they
Bournemouth
won.
haven't been too great, to be honest. Like they are like down near the relegation zone for a reason. Like we should be beating Bournemouth. Marseille, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I think we'll get beat by
1-1.
Marseille with
They
the
drew with Brighton 1-1.
1-1. See, I knew they weren't going to win. I was just telling Fuzzy earlier on. I knew they weren't going to win. Don't let that 1-0 fool you,
No.
I think we'll
so
beat
there
Bournemouth.
is no hiding. There's no hiding anymore for Arne slot. It's front and center. That's come from Zane. Copfather. Pick up Antico. Maybe few defeats now would help us get rid of Slot. I hate this man. Hate his management. Yeah, I'm not really
Draw
sort
for
of like.
losses, so we should be sacked anyway.
I would never hope for Liverpool to lose a game, regardless of Slot getting sacked.
Benjamin says, "Footy the goat."
Big up,
That
man.
your fan club.
Just burner account.
He is a member of my. He is a member of my channel. So big up to him, man. He gives me that.
Big up N90 in the building. Says big up lads. Big up Peter said big up Rods. How much do we need to spend in summer? Quite a bit, to be honest. We need
spend on defenders, yeah.
We need 2 wingers, a DM, and 3 defenders. N90 in the building. That's from Van Dicko. And Dicko said N9000 there.
He's upgraded him.
Isn't it? Barrow says Bavarian says everyone hit the likes and subscribe. Big up to you.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Klopp a statue says let's be real. We won the league because Salah had the altar. I read that one. I read that one before. I'm sure. Yeah.
He's on about you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can I join the group? I can join. Was it the?
Couple.
Is that supposed to be group?
Couple of minutes. He means, can I join a couple of minutes?
Yeah, I can let him join.
Is he still there? Let me just see if any message further down. Shoot me the link if you want me to join.
All right, I'll shoot me the link now.
He's not mentioning any since.
I'll shoot him the link on WhatsApp. 1 second. Read out that one there for me, please. Copfather.
Okay. Bob Paddock says we won the league because well-drilled team with world-class talent can carry shite manager for a few months. Yep, true. Benjamin Toole, that's the one who says footy's the goal. Unks React's been doing too many emergency streams. Yeah, he said React's too many emergency streams, lad. Benjamin says footy Isaac fanboy, you know. I think he's on about you, Ken. And says we're listening to the Anfield rap. They were ripping into the football we play. And says sorry, cut fibre, slightly disagree. Yeah, man, that's all right. You don't have to agree with me on everything, man. It's cool. And Ant says, and who had to set Mo up for them goals? Everyone, really. Doesn't matter, though, does it? He has to score the goals. Nate 90 and 9. Is that supposed to be? Is that a 90? Is it?
Yeah, it's a 90. Yeah.
Yeah. Diaz did enough on the pitch. Right. Diaz did enough on the pitch. I'm not interested in what you do on the pitch. I'm interested in the ball and the back of the net, mate. I'm not interested in what you do on the pitch. I want the ball in the back of the net to get me 3 points. I don't care what you do on the pitch. Just do that. Diaz is far better than Gakpo. No one's going to argue that point. No one's going to argue that point. We
I
all
think
agree with
Cody
that.
Gakpo would actually be better if he had someone actually giving him competition, because the rotation last season between Diaz and Gakpo was very good.
Wasn't Diaz playing a false nine anyway?
Sorry?
Wasn't Diaz playing a false nine at one point?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was at the Christmas period, yes, because he scored the. Didn't he score? Didn't he score a hat trick at West Ham?
No, he scored a hat trick against. He scored a hat trick against Leverkusen, didn't
Yeah, Leverkusen Champions League, wasn't it?
And Dicker said there's a reason he sold the whole Brighton and youngsters didn't trust them.
He sold the whole team, didn't he?
Bruno says he has already lost the dressing room.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Bob says Gappo slow play and expects back pass tappings do nothing. Meant to say there's a reason Slot sold the bench and youngsters last season. Didn't trust them. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, it's the same team that lost against who did we lose against again? Was it Luton? Who did we lose against in the cup?
Plymouth. What, Plymouth?
He sold everyone involved in that game. He sold.
Oh, excuse me, Bob. Do you guys see us getting a result in Marseille? Also, do we need to win our last 2 games to guarantee top 8 qualification? I think so.
I think you've only got to win 4 games, isn't it? And then you go for a playoff of some kind, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to go for a playoff.
Arsenal.
I don't trust him in playoffs.
No, I don't.
Arsenal have Inter Milan. So if Arsenal beat Inter Milan and we beat Marseille, we leapfrog Inter Milan and we'll go into the top 8. All we've got to beat is Tesco Bag FC at Anfield.
Tesco Bag, you know. Rafinha is the way. Rafinha is way more important and better than Lamine Yamal.
Okay, mate.
Rafinha scores a lot of goals.
Okay, mate.
He's not feeling that. I thought he's not feeling that, you know.
Listen,
Bill Copper statue. Bob says Slot refused to work with so-called mediocre. Was it mediocre? No, is it? Yeah, mediocre. Mediocre players, but he ain't get from FSG 22 world-class players. He's not fit for the job. I said that long time ago.
He's saying he's not going to use the academy. He just wants ready-made players, and that was never Liverpool's style.
You know about that. Check Barca's record without Rafinha.
Okay, check Barca's record before Lamine Yamal came
in. Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool Zabi. That's new guy. Please hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Also hit the like and notification button. Do you guys know what happened to Maka? He was world class last season, and how his legs look gone at the age of at 27 years old. He's only just turned 27 too.
He's suffering from a hernia.
Hernia
removed. Yeah. So he's recovering from that. He shouldn't really be playing, but we've got no one else there.
Our training regime is not good enough. Players are finished after 65 minutes.
Yeah,
and we're not playing energetic football.
Darwin
in the building. Darwin the GOAT says, if the only option with Sackett and Arne Slot now would be Gerrard on interim basis until the end of the season, would you guys take it or keep Slot until the end of the season? I think we all agree that we will take that. we'll take Gerrard.
It's risky, but we'll take Gerrard.
We'll take it. Anything's got to be better than this. I'll take everyone. Slot has to go. That's not ramping in there. I love how you read every comment in the chat, Uncle Ross. Most people on YouTube only read super chats, so thank you so much. You're welcome, my friend. You are very welcome. I tried to get to all the chat. Sometimes I don't get to all of them, but I try to read as many as I can. If I don't,
I'll just read them without having them on the screen.
Yeah. Uncle looks like he's dressed as a footy coach with the jacket.
He's already set me for the 10-mile run.
Big up. Hey, mate, I couldn't do a 10-mile run. But yeah, big up still. You're a legend. I hope you get the 10K subs this year you deserve. Thank you.
Thank you.
That means a lot. That means a lot, my friend. That means a lot. And Dicko says we are getting a hiding Wednesday watch. I'm going to do a watch along for that, you know.
I don't think we are, because the teams we're supposed to lose against, we actually get something against, and the teams we're supposed to get something against, we draw against. So,
yeah.
And nice of that.
What's up, man? You guys all right?
Yeah, man.
And night in the building, Stevie G all the way. Bob says Gerrard is better manager than Slot. He is worst manager in the league. Wow. How about just bring in Alonso with Gerrard?
That is the best.
They talked about that as well. That was talked about. Alonso and Gerrard, boy, combination, man. Peter says, bruv, it went Pete Tong about 3 months ago.
It did.
Bob says, Dicko, it would be ideal Alonso, tactician Gerrard, for the emotion. Ooh, I'm like,
I'd love that. I would absolutely love that.
I think we need that because it's toxic at the moment. That's true.
That's the Steven Gerrard coming in.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. So let me put this up. What do you guys think of this with Kanate? Your thoughts on this one? Liverpool and Ibrahim Kanate are currently at a stalemate in their contract negotiation. Kanate believes his performance merits a salary that would place him among the highest paid defenders in the Premier League. What are you guys saying?
Kanate, fuck off.
Just not anything.
If you're going to be a prick about it, mate, then just do one.
Same. Speak your mind, why not?
See ya. Bye-bye.
What's your thoughts on that, Footy?
Listen, I'm going to get called a Kanate fanboy, but for me, I would still give Kanate a new contract. Would I give him 200, 300 grand a week? No. Do I also believe what Graham Bailey says? Probably not. Paul Joyce put out something interesting over the weekend about Kanate in an article in the Time, which I thought was interesting. But no, look, do I think Kanate should get given a contract? Yes. I think everyone's forgetting how good Kanate actually has been for Liverpool over the past couple of years. This is his only real bad season. If we're going based off that metrics, then we should sell half of the squad. Ultimately. But no, Kanate hasn't been great. I mean, the other day, almost scored an own goal. All he had to do was basically clear it with the outside of his foot. But no, I would still give Kanate a contract, but I just wouldn't give him the high demands.
Well, that's what he wants. That's why it's a stalemate.
What are you saying? And like, he talked to me.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone. Big up the chat. Make sure you guys like the video, man, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. The Kanate one, I think for me that it was done. I didn't think was gonna get a new contract with him when the season started. For me, I remember when we started with all the centre backs. I believe that the contract situation wasn't sorted out, that he wasn't going to sign for Liverpool and he's going to leave on a free. So I believe he's not going to stay anyway. So I just think we just need to move on from the situation. I don't
Would you
know.
give him 200 grand a weekend, 90?
200 grand, yeah, of course he can have that. He's one of the best defenders in the world and will be one of the best defenders in the world for the next 5 years. So I definitely he can get that money. It's whether we can actually bring someone in, because the players that I would have wanted that I can see doing well for the next 5 years would have been a Marc Guehi, but he's gone to Man City for free. But I heard he was asking for 300k a week, which is insane. But then Man City are not paying a transfer fee for him as what they would have done, like 80 million. So to them, they're saving money in the long run. But with this one with Konate, I'd give him the contract. But sometimes I don't believe all of what these tabloids or people say on the internet, because they just make up stuff. They make up stuff with all this stuff about how do they actually know what's going on, because a lot of them get things wrong. So a lot of them just chat shit most of the times. We've seen it with Bellingham. He's come out and said, nah, man, sometimes I let things go. But this one is utter bullshit. You saw his tweet the other day. So people get away with saying stuff. For me, if we let someone like Konate go on a free, which is going to end up happening, you've got to look at the owners at the club to see what's going on. Because for me, we should have got rid of him in the summer if we weren't going to sign a contract, because we're letting a lot of players get too much power against Liverpool. So we've seen it with a lot of players. So who would you guys even bring in? Who's going to come to Liverpool as centre back? Injury-prone Slotterbeck, and you're going to hope on a Bastoni, who we've never even heard of him saying that he wants to come to Liverpool.
Facts.
So it's kind of crazy that we're even in this
situation. At the moment. Go for Van der Ven.
Yeah, Van der Ven is a good player as well, but he's injury-prone as well. He's a good pro, but he's injury-prone as well. That's the only thing.
He's actually stayed fit this season, though, N90.
Yeah, but one season out of how many seasons?
Yeah, but N90,
about Konate.
Yeah, but I do think, though, with Mickey Van der Ven, like, any centre-back will get injured on playing on Ange Postecoglou. When you're having to run back 70 yards every 2 minutes because Tottenham are poor defensively, you're naturally going to do your hamstring. Any centre-back would. Van Dijk would. Saliba would. Gabriel would. If you're having to run 70 yards every 2 minutes, you're going to do your hamstring eventually. Hence why Romero got injured loads of times as well.
But it's the fact that obviously Virgil's going to be in his last year of the contract. No Konate. Gomez looks like he's going to be going out of the club. Bro,
listen, he injured Isaac. I ain't forgotten. So
there's no senior. There's no. no. There's not really any senior centre backs that you're gonna have to pay big money in the summer to get players in, and then obviously, Copfather was saying players need to acclimatise to the Premier League. If we sign a Bastoni as well and all the other players that are not in the Premier League, remember Premier League is quick football.
Bastoni does not need to acclimatise. I don't think he's one of the best centre backs in the world.
Yeah, they're best centre backs for a reason, but still, if you want to bet,
would you take Murillo for 40 million if Forest got relegated?
I would take, of course, I'll take Murillo. 100%, I'll take Murillo. But it's just that to be in this situation is only one person's fault, and that's the club's. No one else's. So,
Rich Cheese and Michael Edwards as well, man. They're all at fault.
Can't blame them for that one.
We're letting another 26-year-old go on a free. We let the Rat last season, the little snap on a free. Now
I don't know what you guys think about the Guehi deal, because the Guehi deal was a violation. We should got violated as a club, you know. Because Glasnow's going to leave anyway.
We had a conversation at 90 me and Rods the other day saying that we don't think Crystal Palace wanted to sell him to us.
They didn't want to sell him. They didn't want to sell him to us. They didn't want to sell him.
I didn't think they wanted to sell him in general, because when I look at the stuff now, Glasnow's come out and he's pissed off because he's saying, "Yeah, I'm gone out." Because reports are coming out saying that the club didn't know he was going to come out and say that, because he definitely wanted
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
They knew because you know what it is. He said that from the get go, and then right when Marc was going to get sold first, he was one that said it, and they look, you know, if Liverpool, so if he goes to Liverpool, right, I'm out the door.
Yeah,
and that's one of the reasons why, like, Guehi didn't come. Do you know what I mean?
But
even at that time, he hadn't actually like signed a contract extension, so he was always going to go at the end of the season. Anyway.
Of course, I believe that. Yeah, he was always going to go.
And I reckon at the day he's going to rock up at Man City.
In the summer, I remember saying that if we don't get him in the summer, I don't think we will get him in January. I think it'll be very hard to us. We never hardly make any January signings, Liverpool. Anyway,
But you know what? Do you know what happens? At night, this is what happens, and this is what kind of pees me off, right? When it isn't there, people like of the Man City persuasion, people of Chelsea persuasion, like to go on and say their club's a big club and everything like that, right? But we do the scout. We do the scouting for Man City and Chelsea. We do their scouting because any player that we're interested in, they're interested in. They was interested in Verts and he came to us. He was interested in, we was interested in Semenya. Semenya went to them. We was interested in Marc Guehi. Marc Guehi went to them. That guy Jacket, the defender from Rennes, apparently he's going to be going to Chelsea. So if them clubs at the day are such big clubs at the day, big clubs and serious clubs, can't you do your own scouting? Why do you have to depend on Liverpool's scouting system? Why is it every player that we like and everything like you go on there? Because all they had to do with Guehi was this, right? They're paying 20 million a day, and all they had to do is put them on high wages.
No, I don't mean it's just Liverpool hard things, but with the scouting thing, that's just like being under. Everyone knows who the young talent is in my opinion in the whole world of football. Because if I'm playing football, I can play Foot Manager or a game. Even I know who the young guy was. So I think all the scouts out there, they're gonna know who's. It's just whether Liverpool.
No, but but what I'm trying to say, Nancy, is every player that we're interested in, right, and a heavy link to us at the day, right? Them man are always coming and get. They don't know about these players before. Because if they did know about these players before, why didn't they go and get these players?
Yeah, but Man City had no choice but to get a centre back because they've got no centre backs. They're all injured.
But what happens at the footy? When these guys like Guardiola and Ruben Diaz and they get fully fit, right? Marc Guehi comes third choice. So you're gonna leave London at the day, right, and go to a club at the day to be third choice.
I don't think Guardiola plays mostly left back for them for Man City.
I think Guardiola will be left.
Guardiola and Day plays left back sometimes, but his best position in Day is centre back. His best position is better back than Guardiola. I don't know about that. I think Guardiola.
I prefer Guardiola over Guehi.
I think Guardiola's better.
I also think Marc Guehi is a bit of a rat because, he knew we was waiting for him. He could have easily waited to the end of the season. We had a gentleman's agreement. And you know what, Guehi? Good luck to you.
They don't mean anything.
No, but did you hear what he said, though? Do you hear what he said in his statement? He said, I've gone to the best team in England. So he wasn't... Liverpool and his man.
He's a rat.
That's what he said. So that's what
he said. Jog on, mate.
And the fact is...
When I heard that, I said, all right, fuck off then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bun you, innit? Bun that. If that's how you're going on...
That means he was just fighting with Liverpool to get a better deal then. So that means he was never in... He never really wanted to go Liverpool then, really, if you're thinking like that.
That's why, and then they...
To be fair, every player says that. I guarantee you, anyone could sign for... Someone will sign for flipping Wolves tomorrow, and they'll be like, I think Wolves are the best team in the world.
The best team in England was Liverpool. Last year, we won the league. So
the thing is, though, N90, you know what? People forget he wasn't even our first choice. It was Dean Huijsen.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dean Huijsen was our first original guy that we wanted. He went... If you would have stayed in England, he would have gone to Liverpool, but he went to Real Madrid. And now he's finding out real quick what time it is. Listen, it's
trying to find out what time it is. They both can't get a game.
We should have paid the 35 million earlier, but we left it till deadline day at 5 o'clock thinking, oh yeah, Palace will accept. And Glasner, mate, you know what? You're a scumbag as well.
Well, Glasner's a snake anyway because he's come out and he's leaving the club anyway.
Next Tuesday, mate.
He's leaving the club anyway. That's a man. I've never seen a manager to throw the things out the prime so much than him. Because the players come and go. It's like Liverpool players come and go. We've lost some players in the past. It happens. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to think. I'm not sure where we go from here. I feel like the centre backs we get now is going to be a big risk. The ones that we get through at the club, because sometimes some people don't believe in Premier League proven, but I do. I believe in getting the best talent from the Premier League. If you get the best talent from Premier in your team, most likely they're going to improve your squad. And the most person who did that was Alex Ferguson did that. And I look at managers like that. He always used to see who had a good season that the other the clubs you could have been playing for like a team in the bottom half. He would look at you and think, that's what I'm going to get. Look at the players that we signed that we brought up when Klopp came through. We signed your Sadio Mane's, we signed the Virgil van Dijk's, we signed people like Andy Robertson who was at Hull. We signed Ronaldo from Newcastle, and obviously we got James Milner in as well before. And look at the squad that we built. We even got obviously Lovren. What he did well for us. You know what I'm saying? So we got all these players that come from other lower league Premier League teams, but they're best players. And when you bring them together, you create magic. So that's what I want with Liverpool. So when the Semenyo thing happened, I was like, that's a player we needed. We might be able to get a better winger in the future than Semenyo, but for right now, I just think in the Premier League, you hit the ground running when you come into a top team when you're a player like that. So it would just have to.
It shows at City, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because when I saw him playing at City, he's fitting well straight away. But just letting all these players go and making other teams stronger, in my opinion. Because if you're telling me who is a realistic target that can come to Liverpool that can change us like that, you can't really name one that's realistic. If you know what I mean.
Wait, say that again, sorry.
Who is a realistic target that we can get that's going to change us like that? A particular thing, and we're going to just start. Anyway, that winger or anything. Who are we going to sign? It's a realistic target.
Antonio Nusa.
How good is he though?
Stop that.
How good is he?
Come about the other day. It's just come.
Who are you on about now?
I know. No, I've heard of. You see these players that Fitty mentioned, because the young players that are coming up now, these are all players I buy on FIFA. Yeah, on a game. I don't want him in my team right now.
In 90, you got me on PlayStation, haven't you? Go and have a look when the last time I played FIFA, months ago. I didn't play it.
Like I'm saying, I don't even touch that game anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's a waste of money. I don't buy it no more. But those are the players you see for the future, young players. I feel like Liverpool need to come out of this thing buying young players anymore. We need to buy Premier League proven players, players that can do it in the league, that we've seen done, and that can do it. Like when we should have got Rafinha, the time we should have got Rafinha was years ago.
Yep.
I was thinking, how the hell did Leeds? As soon as I saw him,
one second, and 1 second. First off, I just got to big up Nick, the football club.
Yeah,
big up yourself, man. Enough respect to you, bro. Enough love and respect, man. And please go and like and subscribe to his channel. It's called Nick, the Football Club. Like and subscribe to his channel. He does some brilliant stuff on his channel. Brilliant stuff. Good friend of mine. Right. Cop father, take over for a bit. And I'll be back.
Yeah.
You want me to read out some comments?
Yeah, or whatever you want to do. Just take over, yeah?
Okay, man.
I was going to say the Rafinha one was peak. The time we should have got Rafinha was when we knew he was about to leave. I don't know how we let him go.
But wasn't he a right winger?
Yeah.
And that's why.
But we can tip and change him. I would have forced him out on the left. I don't care. The guy is a baller.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? We're always trying to put someone on the left wing. We're always trying to put someone on that left wing.
He's naturally a left winger.
Marne, Diaz, Jota.
Ekatike,
we're just trying to always put someone on that left wing.
When he played for Leeds, did he not start out on the left for Leeds first and then got moved to the right?
Yeah, he got moved to the right, left because they brought Thiago. Thiago, he's a Spanish kid.
Okay.
And then obviously, they had that. What's that kid? You just mentioned him, Italian boy.
Gonto.
Yeah, Gonto. Yeah. He's actually, I like him.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be class. To be fair, yeah.
You know who I wish we actually got from Leeds? I actually think he would have been a good player. Tyler Adams.
Oh yeah, because he's doing. Is it? That's not the one at Juventus. That's McKennie. Where is he now? Tyler Adams.
Bournemouth.
Oh, I think we can do better than Tyler Adams. To be honest with you.
No, but at the time, I would have taken Tyler Adams as a DM. Now, see, there's some good players out there that we can get. I get it. Sometimes I mention names and people's like, ugh.
But we're not linked to him, Footy. This is what we keep saying.
We are linked to Antonio Nusa, though.
Is that that right left winger?
Yeah, left winger.
What is it? Salzburg, Leipzig or something. One of the two teams, isn't it? Where's he from?
Leipzig.
Leipzig.
No, Nusa. Where's he from, country-wise?
Oh, I don't know.
German, I believe.
Really?
I think he's Germany. I think he's from Germany.
I'm going to read out some of these comments. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Touchline Chaos says, big up Uncle Rod's panel and chat. Big up my mate. And Dicko says, team game, not individual. If Touchline Chaos, if you're new, then like, comment, and subscribe. Bonkers LFC, if you're new, like, comment, and subscribe. 13 goals last season. I think he's talking about Diaz, if I'm not mistaken, for that one, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Dicko says, Bonkers, hello. Bonkers also says 13 goals last season. Bonkers says, hi, Ants. Ant says Plymouth is to tell us which team we went out to the cup with. Do you know the team that actually lost to Plymouth? He sold all those players.
Ooh.
He literally sold all the players that lost to Plymouth. If you go look through the list of the players, they're not here now.
Oh wow.
Keys is still there.
You know what I mean? With like the young players.
Do we really want to put Chiesa in this conversation?
Yeah.
8 minutes, 10 minutes. You know, footy. Come on.
By the way, that Noosa, that
one
Noosa,
90-minute game in the FA Cup.
if I read Noosa's stats, you guys will want him at Liverpool. I'm telling you now.
Who's that?
Noosa. Leipzig, he had 3 goals last year in 25 games.
I'll give it a
No, I don't want him. No, thanks, no.
Oh my God! Right.
No, sorry. I want goals. I want goals.
I'm going to defeat your goals aspect.
No, you're not. Because
I
goals
am.
win trophies, not performances.
I'm going to completely destroy your aspect for you.
I'm going to do these comments again in a second. Footy, how did we win the Champions League in 2005? With performances or goals?
No, can you answer the
Precisely.
question,
Thank you.
please?
End
Can you
off.
answer the
That's enough.
Can you
Enough,
answer
Footy.
the
We'll do the
question?
comments.
Can you
Footy,
answer the
in a minute.
question? Have you watched Messi in the past couple of years? As a
Have I
prime
watched
example?
Messi? No, of course we have. Why would I be watching Messi as play for Liverpool, does he? I watch my team. I don't care about everyone else.
He's
It's
got
irrelevant.
1 goal this year.
How can
and
you
1
judge a
assist.
player? You've never watched the dude.
Because I've seen what the goals he scores. If you don't score goals, how can you?
So you've watched Antonio Nusa play?
Who?
Have you watched Antonio play?
No, I haven't.
You don't need
just
to
said
buy his
that.
stats. You don't need to buy from his
Can't judge
stats.
a player by 3 goals, man. Because if we're doing it based off fucking that, Sadio Mane's goals were actually bang average at Southampton. Salah's
Right,
goals
bang
were
average.
bang
No,
average.
but you're
before
saying
he
bang
finished.
average. He scored the goals. He scored the goals. You can't.
They're average.
Yeah,
I don't
you
care
Yeah,
if
and
they're
he's scoring
average.
goals for Leipzig.
I don't care if the tap-ins. All I care about is they go in the back of the net and he puts points on the board. I don't care about the
Oh my
performances or
God.
anything else.
Oh my God.
Footy, points matter, not performances.
Uh,
Goals matter.
Top Father's the
Goals
type of guy that will say, I need a goalkeeper for goals.
What?
Are you the type of guy that you need your fullbacks and centre backs to score goals?
I want the whole team scoring goals. I want to win trophies. I don't
let me
care
give
about
you-
Oh,
performances.
so Van Dijk's. So you're telling me if a centre back doesn't score goals, you don't want him?
What?
No,
How does that
that's
work?
different. That's different. Let me talk about. Let me
No,
talk
no,
about
no, no,
Mane's
he
stats.
said he
Hold
wants
on,
to
is
play
the
that
centre
score
back-
goals.
Is a
Centre
centre
back for
back
defending, not scoring goals.
primarily there to score goals? No. Is a
Gabriel
winger
Magalhaes does
primarily
score
there
goals.
to score goals? Yes.
Gabriel Magalhaes
So if the
does.
winger doesn't score goals and the centre back does, I'd rather keep the centre back. Right.
Let me read. Yeah, go on. I was going to read you Mane's stats, but go on. Southampton. Go on.
Dwight Tomlin, 9830. If you're new, like, comment, and subscribe. Slot is not the problem. Liverpool needs a proper defensive framework. He's right. We do.
The Monday, that's not a ball.
And says Roma want to cancel Simicast loan in the next few days. Doesn't really say much about the player, then, does it?
You doing it?
And says Canate should have been sold in August. And then says he's been in negotiations for 2 years, literally. Bob says Ibu want 10 virgins club has only 4. Ibu want 10 virgins club has only 4. What do you mean? 10 virgins? I don't know what he means. Sensei as backup, he's a free agent and 28.
Well, come on,
Who's
there,
Sensei?
man.
Who's
I don't know.
Sensei?
See, I don't know that is fam. I don't.
You
No.
should play for
What's he?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, but you see the wingers we should be getting. You know how I was saying that Semenyo had 10
44
goals
knowledge.
last year, whatever. I'll show you the stats. Sadio Mane at Southampton, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is him. His first season in the Prem, he had 10 goals, and I think it was I think 10 goals in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
10
And
goals.
then his second season, he had 11 goals in 37 games. That's at Southampton. So if you go to a better club, they're gonna
Southampton
double.
was good. They got
It's,
to
it
League Cup
makes common
final.
sense that it's gonna double. Do you know what I'm saying? If you see
No,
the
it doesn't.
analytics,
Because Darwin Nunes
Footy, at one point, Southampton was actually our feeder club. We took Lallana from there, we took Marne from there, we took Van Dijk from there, we took all sorts of players from
Yeah,
Southampton.
Klopp, I'm not
Lambert,
saying that. I
Lambert.
didn't know we signed players from Southampton, but the point of the Matrix is Southampton used to be a good team. They used to get European football. They got to League Cup finals. Probably should have beaten Man United in that League Cup final. But so this now, Southampton wasn't shit when Sadio Mane was there. They were good.
No, they weren't.
They were.
Oh my God, they wasn't. They got to League Cup finals. They finished higher than Liverpool.
When?
Nah, man, you're too light.
Oh my God.
When?
Chat, please.
The chat can't help you now, bro.
Finished higher than us.
What did you say? What did you say? Go on, say it.
You
Say
said
it.
Southampton finished higher than us.
Southampton never finished above Liverpool in Sadio Mane's tenure.
No, they
I don't
never.
remember. Get the league table up, and we can.
Let's get this up.
Get the league table
When did
up.
Southampton finish higher than us?
This fact check because we was in the dumps at one
Wait.
point. I don't know because I'm not sure because when Mane was there, I'm not sure if they finished higher than us.
I want to see video evidence, bro.
I've been watching football for a long time. I have yet to see Southampton ever finish higher than us.
Southampton have never finished higher, by the way, chat. Right? Okay.
No, but then when
we're fact check. There we go.
Unless it was the
Never
first
finished
season,
higher.
we finished terrible.
In Sadio Mane's last season, they finished 6th. We finished 8th.
When was that?
Yeah, that's the season when Klopp came in, right?
That's the season when Klopp came in.
Yeah, that's the season when Klopp came in. Yeah.
And the things about that season there, Klopp only had 6 months. That really count, doesn't it?
I said that's the season when Klopp came in. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really count because the first season
That was Sadio Mane's last season at Southampton, so it does.
Yeah,
count.
but the first season at the day that
Klopp came halfway through. Yeah.
But he come halfway through the season. He came in
Is that
December.
Brendan Rodgers Liverpool?
He came
Yeah,
in
that's
in
the
October.
Brendan.
It's not like he came in halfway through.
He did, man.
What? Klopp didn't come in October.
Klopp come in December.
I'll fact check this.
He did. Klopp come in between October and December. But even then at the day, yes, say he come in October at the day, right?
He wasn't in October.
Right, he wasn't if at the day that Klopp had like a full pre-season with these guys or anything like that.
He didn't
was
get
just
pre-season.
Getting to know the team. So he's bound to finish 8th. And what happened the next season? What happened the next season? Next season? What happened the next season? Did he not get top 4?
He got 4th, and then the season after he got 2nd.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So you can't really count that season at the day that sort of like Klopp coming because he come midway in, man. What happened to you, dog?
We
We're
finished
talking about the Brendan Rodgers Liverpool. That one was horrific.
We finished back to back 4th under Jurgen Klopp before we came 2nd.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say, the first season Klopp come in, he never had a full season. So yes, he's about to finish 8th.
Yeah, but coming in October, that's like you're only missing about 6-7 games.
Get out of it, man. Come on, stop that. Stop that.
Factual evidence.
No, but the fact, listen, if you don't have a proper pre-season with your team,
and not your transfer market as well.
What I'm trying to say,
I'm not discrediting Jurgen Klopp's first season.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to show you, and what I'm trying to make you understand is at the day, if you come in, it doesn't matter if you come in October, you're constantly paying catch up to the league. You're constantly paying catch up. Look at what's his name? Isaac didn't have a proper pre-season, been injured most of the time and everything. Now, right? He's proper play. He's not a shit player, but what it is, he's constantly playing catch up with
when
the
Jurgen
team.
Klopp came in, we were actually 3 points above Southampton.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm just saying, apparently Sadio Mane and Southampton were never good, and I said there was. And I proved that they finished above.
Listen, we do. I never said it wasn't good. I just say that today I didn't believe that they finished above us, and now I've got the whole content at the day. It's like when it was like Klopp's first season at the day when he come in like basically days like he didn't come in summer. He came in late October. You understand what I'm saying, right? You understand what I'm saying? So he's constantly playing catch up. So then at the end of the day, people like Southampton, right, are going to be, do you know what I mean? Like, going to finish higher than us. Do you know what I mean? They're going to finish higher than us.
Southampton only finished 2 points behind Liverpool in Brendan Rodgers' final season as well. So
Again,
Southampton used to be a very good Premier League team.
Again at the day, so again, it's Brendan Rodgers' team. What I'm saying, I never said at the day that Southampton wasn't good, you know. I never said, because they had good players at the time. You know, Morgan Schneiderlin. And remember he went to sort of like Man United. He's a really good midfielder. I wanted him at Liverpool. Good midfielder, was really hard working. You know what I mean? But went to the wrong club. Do you know what I mean? Southampton became a feeder club for everybody. Because remember at the day, like what's it called? Oxlade-Chamberlain, and what's that guy's name?
Shaqiri?
Yeah. No, the guy, striker for Arsenal, used to play for Arsenal, and went to Everton and all that. Wilcott. Is it Wilcott?
Yeah, Phil Walcott, yeah.
Yeah, Phil Wilcott. He came from Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
And so like you got like two guys that was really good, went to Arsenal and that. So Southampton didn't only become a feeder club for Liverpool. I think we were the team that bought the most players from Southampton. But they had a guy and they sort of like Nigel Atkinson, and that got them back-to-back promotions. Because remember, there was in League One at the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There was in League One, and he got them back-to-back promotion and from that. You know what I mean? He got promoted to the Championship, got him promoted to the Premiership, I do believe. And then when he got promoted to the Premiership, they knocked him off, didn't they? They said, do one. And then that guy used to be there, didn't he? Pochettino. Pochettino used to manage there. That was his first club he managed in England, was Southampton. When he came from Espanyol. He came from Espanyol and went to Southampton. Yeah, Southampton had some players in there. They
had Van Dijk that year as well. They had Van Dijk.
Had Van Dijk as well.
We took a lot from them, didn't we?
He was good as well.
The year finished their butt off. They had Cedric, remember him right back. They had Yoshida. They had Van Dijk. Ryan Bertrand. James Ward, Harrison Root. They had
Bertrand, you know.
I remember him. Højbjerg.
Nathaniel Klein.
Shane Long, Charlie Austin, Jay Rodriguez.
Yeah.
They had quite Nathan Redmond as well. So their team was pretty settled.
They had some heads in them. They had some heads in their team.
They had Romero from Chelsea. They signed. I remember he was meant to be a great Matty Target. So their team was settled that year.
What's that guy? The Serbian guy they had.
Fraser Foster and goal. Tadic.
Yeah. Tadic come from there.
Tadic was there as well. Yeah, I'm looking at the squad now. So yeah.
Yeah, they had some players. They had some players, bro. That everybody just fucking took liberties with Southampton. They just started picking up their players, didn't it? Just like picking up players. And Adam Lallana was probably one of the best players they had.
He was a player. I like Adam Lallana. Shame his injuries. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he's from my time.
Oh, yeah, Gaston Ramirez. Who remembers Gaston Ramirez? Yeah, he was a baller for 1 year.
Hey, Lallana in the day, he's from my town, you know. He's from St Albans. He grew up in St Albans.
Oh, that's calm.
You know what I mean? But Lallana was a brilliant player, man. I was so kind of felt sorry for him that he had.
If he had a bit more pace, if he was just a bit quicker, he would have been a much better player, you know.
He was a lot fitter as well.
Yeah.
His fitness was awful. His injuries were awful.
Do you remember we used to be linked with Dusan Tadic? We used to be linked with that Dusan Tadic at Liverpool.
Do you know what? Do you know? Out of all the players at the day that Klopp had at that time and everything that right, him and Alan Lallana, he liked Alan Lallana the best.
That was his favorite player, yeah.
Yeah, that was his favorite player because I think
his pressing was peak. Pressing was peak from the front.
He wasn't it. What he goes. I think the first day of training, he walked up the Klopp right and goes, right, what do you want me to do? You tell me what you want to do. Just tell me what you want to do. And like Klopp said that they said that Klopp from that time he said that to Klopp, they got on like that. There was like that. Do you know what I mean? You know, and he was he would always play Lallana whenever he could. You know what I mean?
He did,
I like that goal. I like that goal when he scored against Man United, and he's like he rolled up on his knees after. That was heavy. That was heavy, boy. Yeah, Lallana's my G, man.
I think Champions League is top 5 this year, so I think we're good enough to get top 5. I just think I was watching some football videos, Liverpool fans and everything. If we got 3 points from the last 4 games, we would have been 6 points behind Arsenal. You know, that's how crucial it is in the Premier League. So the draws, at least they're not losses, but we shouldn't even be talking about like, oh yeah, at least they're not losses. Because Gerrard came out and said that, well, you can't be really drawing to Burnley at home, really. So he didn't really
draws our losses and 90.
Then he came to that. So, but I think for me, I was finished with the slot being a manager 2-3 months ago. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like the style of play he's doing is terrible. And for me, when you're playing midfielders right back or play that's not in their position, for me, I don't know why you're doing that. For me, you just play a young guy. You even got Calvin Ramsey. You haven't even tried him out. The times they must not rate him at the Liverpool, you know, because the amount of people that've been injured and they could have given Calvin Ramsey a game. He's not going to become a Liverpool player. Remember, Klopp used to feed on, you know what, if I got an injury, I'll try you out. You know what I mean? And then I'll give you a chance. But this manager's like, I don't want anything to do with youngsters.
This is fuckers, you know. This is fuckers, you know. Man said, I'm done with it. I go, was it All Razor? Was it All Razor? I probably butchered his name.
All Risers.
All Risers. And then All Risers said, I'm done with Slot. He's Eric Ten Hag in this guy. Yo, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. All Riser, please, and hit the notification button. We're here for you, lad. We're here for you. What's it? This one here. Remove his. Was it? Remove
Konate.
Remove Konate. He's a cancer of the team.
I wouldn't call him that.
Will come.
I don't think it's that bad.
No.
I
disagree with that.
He's just a player that wants the money that he deserves. That happens in football, man. That happens. Players come and go. You know what I mean?
That's a bit harsh. Mm-hmm.
I just want to know who's in his ear. That's all.
Lovren came from Southampton as well.
He did, yeah.
Gaston Ramirez, Tadic, Fax, Foots, Sam Thompson was good. Ben likes you, you know. Pause.
Well, hopefully he does because he's a member of my channel. So keep paying the membership, my guy. Now bless up, my G.
You see, you know what you got. Yeah.
Reacts
You like Man United in the day, right? It had help from the Premiership, innit?
Huh? Yeah, become a member of React Army for about £2.99. Bless up.
Yeah, Fussy, look at that.
Yeah, man. Look, Jan Monday, another baller from the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
That was 6 goals this season, more than that player you were talking about.
No, that the Monday guy's better.
More than that winger.
Now, I like
3 goals.
Honestly, I recommend who has not watched Antonio Nusa go and watch the game.
He's a good direct footballer, but he's not a goal scorer.
He's 20 years old and 19.
Footballer. What use is that? I want a goal scorer.
20 years old.
All right, let's look at this now. Let's look at this.
If we just look at goals, then Copfather, you're definitely a Ronaldo fanboy then, based off that metric.
Well, to be a Ronaldo fanboy.
Because if you like goals, if you just
I like the original Ronaldo, not this guy.
Well, Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Let's look at this story. Goals. So you like goals, don't you? So
yeah, who doesn't like
today? Yeah, I saw that.
Well, who doesn't like goals footy?
Me,
goals are currency in football. Goals win points. Points win prizes.
I like players like Lamine Yamal, Leo Messi.
So you don't win. You don't like goals, no?
Well, of course I do like goals, but
that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying
I like watching players skillful.
But
or flashy on
the pitch. Listen. If a person at the day, right, hasn't got much skill, but you know what the back of net is, that's all right for me, pal.
Yeah, but
goals win your game.
A creative winger, so he's not designed to score goals.
What's that?
Lamine Yamal's not designed to score goals. He's designed to create goals.
A bit limited, then, isn't he?
Bit limited. He's the best player in the world.
No, he's not the best player in the world.
Who is the
No.
best player in the world?
Not him.
Who?
Definitely not him. Definitely not him.
Who then?
Well, if he's
Oh,
the
if
Ballon
you wanna
d'Or
go-
winner,
if
then
you
at the
wanna
moment
go-
it's going to be Dembele, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Dembele.
that's what I'm saying.
Dembele's been
Dembele.
injured this season.
According to the Ballon d'Or, it's Dembele.
Dembele, bro.
Yeah, but no, who gives? Come on, man. You get people like Angry Ginge who gets a vote on the fucking Ballon d'Or. Fabrizio Romano, people like that.
No.
Bogdan gets a vote on the Ballon d'Or.
Let's
Who
not-
take?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
That's
If
not
you
true.
put him as number one,
Have a look on 2024. Fabrizio Romano voted for the Ballon d'Or. It is a
And?
fact.
right? Okay.
Like,
Dembele is classed as the best player in the world. You might not like it,
Dembele-
but facts are facts.
Dembele, and then they is the best player in the world. No matter how much you like the Milan
Oh
Mal,
my
it's not gonna make it do it.
It's
not.
footy.
I
It is
think
what it is.
Rafinha was better than
you guys
Rafinha
miss
was
out
better
on
than
true
last year
greatness,
as well.
man.
Oh, N90.
Yeah.
Who's the best player in the world?
For me, I don't know right now. Is Dembele injured or something?
Yeah, he's been injured.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know right
everybody
now. I'd honestly probably give it to Rafinha at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good
Good
shout.
shout.
That's a good shout. Rafinha's a bad man still.
Mm.
He's a bad man.
If it's not Lamine Yamal, I'll probably give it to Pedri.
Who's got the most goals?
Fucking
Oh
hell,
my God.
you need young players, man. You need young players.
How
What-
goals?
You guys, I can't have a
You know what?
conversation.
You pick players, yeah? Hold
if
on.
it's about
You
goals.
pick players,
Actually,
right?
Mel's a
You
baller
can
though.
score goals.
Mel's a
You-
baller.
Hold
One
on.
of the best top five singers in the world right now, though.
Footy, you pick players, right, that just got the national insurance card.
What?
Seriously.
No,
You
I
pick
picked
players
players
that's got
who are
their
actually
national
good.
insurance card.
No, Pedri's a
Lamine
baller,
Yamal-
bro. No,
Pedri's
he's
a
Lamine
baller.
Yamal got in 18.
Can I ask this question?
no, Pedri's like 20,
Unks.
21, I think now. I think.
Unks.
I'm gonna search it
Unks.
up.
Unks and Cop.
Hmm?
Like, can I ask you an honest question? Have you watched Lamine Yamal and Pedri play over the past, let's say,
I've seen,
18
bro.
months?
Bro, what you take me for?
No,
I'm asking, no,
Pedri's
just
a
not
baller.
saying,
Yeah.
have you
What
watched
you
him?
for? How could you ask me that
No,
question?
Pedri's
bro?
23. He's 23. Pedri's a baller.
Pedri is literally the best midfielder in world football. Yamal is the best player in world football.
No. I wouldn't say Pedri's the
No,
best
it's not,
midfielder.
man.
How can he
Pedri's
be
not
the
the
best player in
Oh
world
my
football if
God.
he's not scoring goals?
Pedri's been starting Barca since.
You
Thank
got
you.
more.
man.
No,
Listen, you've got more of a shot.
One
Look,
that
it's
plays
simple
for
for
PSG, the Portuguese guy.
Goals win
What's his name?
points and points win
Let me-
What,
prizes.
Senior?
Vitinha.
Vitinha for me is the best centre mid.
Yeah, he's all right. He's
Vitinha
He's
for me
heavy,
is the
man.
best centre mid.
I remember
Pedri
he's
is
a
good.
player-
Pedri is good.
he used to play
Pedri
for
is good.
Wolves, didn't it? He used to play for
Yeah.
Wolves, didn't
He
he?
did, yeah.
Yep.
Right. What do you think of this story here? Right, exclusive. Liverpool are preparing to send representatives to Italy for official talks with Inter Milan and Alexandra Bastoni's agent.
I think
He's wanted
Rod-
by several top European clubs, including Premier League sides. Bastoni is still a target for NFC, but is also considering joining NFC, whatever. What do you think?
I think this story is
Chelsea
utter
will try and
bullshit.
throw as many wages at him as they can.
I
and say
think
we're
this
gonna live
story
in
is
London.
I think this story is utter bullshit, man. We ain't getting Bastoni, bro. We're not gonna pay his wages. Chelsea will will do that up, pay him the wages he wants.
What's his wages?
Yeah, they'll match his wages, and he
Yeah, he
wants
got 2.5
Liverpool won't
years
pay it.
left in his
Liverpool
contract.
always lose out because Liverpool don't want to overpay or pay a bit extra on money. So we will probably go for like a younger target, that's out there. Bastoni is not going to Liverpool. I'm saying that from now.
Wouldn't
You
you
can't
have
even keep Konate at the club. How are we going to keep someone like Bastoni? Bastoni's a better player than Konate. Bastoni would be a dream signing, by the way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
it would.
I'll take Bastoni. I'll take Van der Ven.
yeah,
And then someone
those
else.
two I'll definitely take.
Bastoni's only on about 120 grand a week.
Yeah, but he's gonna come to the Premier League and want instantly more than 200, like
Yeah, I'll give him
220.
200.
We'd probably give him 200 because he's proven season after season after season, whereas Konate has only really had 2 full seasons, from what I can tell so far. Every other season, he's dropped out halfway through the season, then come back and then dropped out
I'm telling you
again.
this for now. Konate leave Liverpool, he'll become top 3 centre back in the world. How much you know?
Thank
that?
you.
I'm telling you now, he will become top
Nancy,
3.
you have stolen my words.
He will become because he's not rubbish. He's not rubbish.
No.
it's not a surprise when we had a DM, this guy playing out of his skin. Do you know what I mean? So I think getting a DM fixes that Konate issue. Same with Van Dijk. Well, Van Dijk's slowing down now. We can all tell. We can see when Van Dijk plays, he tries to make more cautious decisions. He weren't going for rash tackles, and we've seen him get done or from doing rash stuff. So you can see he's got that thing in his mind. You know what? I'm not going to press. The reason why he doesn't press is because in his mind he said, "I don't want you to beat me." Pause. You're going to have to score from that angle. You know what I mean? I said that quick. You're gonna have to.
I know it. I know. He's just like bang pause.
Yeah.
N90's forgot what the word pause is. Remember what happened last time, N90?
I know you forgot last time, but you made up for it this time, bro.
Yeah, I made up for it. But I just think like we've come to a point where we've left ourselves kind of short with things, and Konate is not stupid. He knows that. And for me, I feel like Konate is someone we definitely need to keep at the club. He plays for the French national side, and the France defender pool at national side is not crap. They literally have one of the best incoming defenders in the football world right now, coming through their youth ranks, and he's still playing. They trust Konate over Saliba in the French team, and that shows that that should show you how good he is. So I think if we get a DM, we can fix that issue with the two centre backs. Because instead of them having to clean up in the midfield, they don't have to do that anymore. They can just kind of sweep and get the ball that way. And that leaves them to do what they do, open up defenses, passing needle through balls, and just clean up. That would be great for us, man. But this Bastoni thing, it will be a dream signing. But Van de Ven will be a good one. I think what will happen in the summer, I think we're more likely to get a Van de Ven than a Bastoni in the summer.
I agree.
Would you rather give a Bastoni 200 grand a week or Konate 200 grand a week?
Konate.
But the thing is, for me, I'd rather just keep Konate because I know what he can do,
that'd be 200 grand a week.
I know he can do, because you can get players that can come into the Premier League and become complete duds. Now I know Bastoni is a great defender, but I'm going to take it back to look at this. Flip it. You remember Diego Forlan came to Man United? Was
yeah.
Was trash in the Premier League. I know it's different because it's striker and defender, but when he left Man United to go Atletico and World Cup, this guy was one of the best strikers, if not one of the best strikers in the world. At one point. So
do you know what? He actually went to Villarreal first. He went Villarreal, then he went to Atletico, and as soon as he touched down in Spain, that was it.
That's what I'm
saying.
All
over. It was all over.
If you asked Rio Ferdinand, he would have said, I never thought Fulham was going to go to do, because that's why sometimes I like, some people might not like Rio Ferdinand, but I like his interview with players because he would ask them a question that he would just tell them, I didn't think you was going to do what you were going to do when you left Man United, and man did a madness when he left. You know what I mean? So I would rather have Bastoni and Konate if you're going to ask me if I'm being realistic. I wouldn't mind Bastoni, and because Virgil van Dijk's on the way out slowly, he's not going to get another contract at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So get a Bastoni in while Konate is there. Because then the Virgil van Dijk money that goes, so give some of that to Bastoni and Konate.
Van de Ven will only really come to Liverpool if he can play alongside Van Dijk.
Is that what you're saying? But Van Dijk's what?
That's literally what he said. He wants to play alongside Van Dijk.
You said that.
Van de Ven himself has actually come out and said, "I want to play alongside Van Dijk." That's why he wants to come to Liverpool.
Yeah, but he's a Liverpool fan apparently anyway.
He's got a lot of making up to do. I'm sorry, he injured Isaac, so he can jog on.
That happens, man.
Listen, he injured my fucking star man.
Van de Ven's a baller, man. I'll take him out.
Listen, I rate Van
de Ven before he even went to Tottenham. I don't know why we didn't sign him before he went there.
But I've seen what Konate can do. That's why I'd rather have Bastoni, because what Konate has had, last season he didn't get injured much. This season's not been injured much, but we're hoping he doesn't get injured. But we know at any time he could go down. We know this. We've seen it before.
I know what you mean, though. But I don't want to lose any more centre backs than we already have. You know what I mean? Because if we lose Konate and free, we'd have to buy. We've got to buy at least 3 centre backs minimum. And we've been saying we needed 3 centre backs for how many years? Do you know what I mean? And we've never got it. Do you know what I mean? So for it to happen now, it's going to be a wild one. So we've literally got to sign, say, Bastoni, Van de Ven, and say we do get a slot back. Remember, all these guys are starting centre backs for their team. You know, someone's got to drop out. So we're not
What
just
about
gonna get all three
that other
world
player that we
class.
signed for the summer?
Who have we signed?
We signed someone from Austria, didn't we?
Yeah, and we signed 3 defenders, didn't we?
Arne
It's
Leone.
not very defenders, yeah.
Oh yeah, Leone. I forgot about
He's
Leone.
6'7", and
Oh, is it the young Senegalese centre back?
No, it's a different one.
Yeah, we signed a Senegalese
We
centre
found the
back.
kid from Australia as well.
Austria.
Austria.
Yeah.
Oh, 18-year-old. I saw it on X today. 18-year-old. But the manager for the Austrian manager was a bit pissed off with the striker signing for Liverpool. Apparently, he said, "I don't want him to sign for Liverpool." I've read that news today. He's 18, man. What do you mean? You don't want him to sign?
Yes.
He's gonna play under Isak
Just explains
and
again, doesn't it?
SSTK
The
and
most
London.
hated fan base ever. We
Yeah.
are the most hated fan base ever.
Yeah.
Even countries that don't even know Liverpool hate
Let
us.
me guess, it was probably Anfield fucking Papers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If it was,
About the
if it
Austrian
was-
kid.
the X page Anfield Papers, they chat shit about Liverpool and they work with the Sun.
The blood clot.
Fuck the Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, go on.
At
Yo.
least the other ones we won.
Eh.
Roger's still with us.
Roddy, yeah, you're still there, man, but you're just frozen, mate.
Oh, there we go. He's back.
Hey, right.
Well, at least we beat Arsenal on the 21.
You lot froze, not me. Yeah. Hey, was it Bukayo Saka? 20 games, 4 goals this season. Ryan says
How many
he's
assists,
one
though? How
of
many
the
assists?
best
'Cause he's
players
done
in the
assists.
world. Ryan said, no doubt about that, in my opinion.
I don't like Saka.
Pedri is absolute
different
baller.
kind of breed. Different kind of breed, Pedri, you know. It's dangerous.
Pedri has been starting for Barcelona since 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Also, Ryan said, are Liverpool still looking at, what was it? Donetsk from Club Brugge.
It's gone a bit quiet, isn't it?
I don't even know. I don't even know, bro.
I don't know who that is.
Ordonez, yeah, he's a centre back for Club Brugge.
Yeah. Donetsk. This guy Dot, consider Dot. Bastoni and Mickey will come to replace Kanate.
That's what I said.
But they both started centre backs, though.
Huh?
They both started centre backs, Mickey and Bastoni.
That's all right. We got to a back three and then play the wing backs.
Nico Slotterbeck is the highest rated centre back in Europe, top 5 league season.
That's the German centre back, isn't it? From he plays for Dortmund, right?
He's injury prone as well.
He's injury. He had a big injury like last year. He done his knee, didn't he?
Yep.
I think it was.
I heard he wants to go to Bayern Munich. You know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes Bayern though. All the best German players go Bayern though, innit? So, and I wouldn't fault him because Bayern right now, flipping hell, mate.
Just saying.
I think Bayern Munich will fall off at night, you know.
Nope.
I do.
Nope, because Musiala's back this month from his.
You got an assist in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, he's back now, isn't he? So no, not when you have players like Musiala and all them, and they're playing for Bayern. No chance.
Who you got for UCL at night? I think what's the call will win it? Paris Saint-Germain.
Why?
I think Barca might go one step, this year.
Or Barcelona.
But they lost yesterday, 2-1. So it's a bit crazy. They lost yesterday, didn't they? So
who did they lose to?
I saw it come up. Was it Girona?
No, not Girona. Sociedad.
Oh, okay. Put that name, Sociedad. Okay.
It's also not a bad side though. Not a bad side.
No, they're not bad, but just man.
Yeah, Rashford scored from.
No, he's balling out of his skin at Barcelona.
You know,
He's lovely down there, bro.
He's like a new player, you know. I'm telling you. But that's the Rashford I thought we'd see in the Prem. But it just shows you what can you do, innit? When you go out,
change the environment.
Because they're thinking of literally buying him. They're all going to make him
one of the best managers in the world, and Hansi Flick, though.
Yeah.
He didn't take no shit.
The things about I talked about Rashford for a long time, and I said like, what Rashford needs to do, he needs to go to a club and start playing football and start loving the game again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's managed to do that with Barcelona. He's gone to Barcelona and he started playing. He's loving the game again.
Balling
He's
out,
literally,
man.
you know what I mean? He's having fun like he used to.
Start
You know what I
winking
mean?
out, you know. Starts
Yeah,
winking.
and
He put too much
you
pressure
know
on
what?
his name. That's the problem he had. He got involved in politics.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he got involved in politics as much as politics got involved with him. Do
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
He focused
Um,
too much on the food stuff, though.
No.
That's not him though. He's just helping out his
No,
neighborhood. He's just
listen,
helping out.
you know what I mean? Listen, at the end of the day, that's a mark of a man. That's a mark of a man. Because remember
No,
at the
he's
day,
he's done history for that still. He done.
yeah,
He done
no,
well with that, man.
you got to
Yeah,
give,
I commend him for doing that.
Yeah.
you got to give
Mark,
him a lot of respect.
you have one
He
Remember
showed
comment.
us
at the
what the
day,
government should be doing, and he's paying. You can't be. The government should be doing more for the people, and he showed he took it for himself to do what the government should have been doing.
yeah,
In during that period. So yeah, man, you
yeah,
can't.
because remember at the day, he's not as if he doesn't know what it's like at the end of the day to go hungry.
He grew
He's
up.
not.
Remember, he grew up poor. You know, he didn't grow up rich. So he
He
was like,
he
yeah.
didn't. He grew up poor, and like he started doing it for his neighborhood. You know, think that.
yeah,
And he said, you know what? Then there's other people in the country that's suffering like the way that, you know, his neighborhood is suffering. So he wanted to take it countrywide and everything like that. He went to the government, asked the government and they for help, and then they frothed him off. They frothed him
He
off.
said
Said,
no.
"No, mate."
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah, they
commend
frothed
him
him
for
off. They
helping.
said, "Hey, I'm afraid."
I've never really
He said,
liked
"No."
him.
You know, he said, all right then, all right, I'll do it myself. And what did he do? He put his own money and done it himself. And then, you know, then when he gets down the line and everything that, and the government see how successful he's getting, that's when they wanted to come into help.
You know, a lot of football pundits. I'm not gonna name names and stuff. Yeah, they got jealousy from what Rashford did because you can see.
Yeah.
Because before, remember, they used to be like, "Oh, you need to concentrate on football." But there's more than football. Is something we love doing. Recreational sport. You play. Some people get paid for it. We like watching it. We enjoy seeing
Yeah.
it. But there's more to life than football. You know. Do you know what I
Of
mean?
course.
But N90, he put a big target on his back, didn't he, by doing
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Let's
of
be
course.
honest, he put a massive
Yeah, but
target
in
on
the
his back.
newspapers,
But
Because
it's
if he went
worth it, though.
downhill football-wise, they could
Yeah.
throw that against him, saying, well, if you
Yeah.
concentrate more on football than you do on politics, you'd be fine. That's what it was
Yeah.
labelled at.
yeah,
No, but
yeah.
That's
the
where the
thing is
problem
about
persisted.
the thing is about it, right? If he put a target on his back, yeah, let's say he did, he put a target on his back, it was worth it. That's why I say it was worth it.
100%, I say it's worth
It was
it.
wor-
Yeah, because
Yeah,
when he
it's
has his
worth
kids, he
every
can
little
say,
bit.
"Look, my dad's a good role model. He did this, despite whatever they said about him in the papers, which is all that rubbish that they always do with certain players. You know, he did. He can sit back. Himself can sit back and say, "No, I tried my best." When the country was going through something, I did my best. You know what I'm saying? So not
Can I
many
tell
people
you?
can do that.
Can I be straight with you? Yeah, I will say to
Mhm.
you, as a black man, yeah, in you know living in England, yeah, especially if you're a footballer or you're entertainment, right? You whatever you're doing, and then it's never going to be right. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's never, they're always going to sort of like pick at something that you do. Do you know what I mean? Other than sort of like, you know, obviously your white components. Because remember that day when sort of like when Phil Foden bought his mum a house and everything, everybody's saying how much of a nice guy he is. Look, he's looking after his mum and this and that. But when Rashford done it, and there he goes, oh, he's a money rat, he's this and he's that, he's showing off and blah blah blah. So, and you got to think of what is the difference? Both of them and they done this exactly the same thing. Both of them done exactly the same thing, and one got slated for it and one got praised for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
That's the
you
standard
know what it is?
newspaper stuff in England,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So
It's
Yeah.
like Sterling with his tattoo against gun violence. The tattoo was to represent against gun violence, but he got
Exactly.
said he's actually promoting gun violence. It's like, no, he's not.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So you know what it is? You got this old saying and they damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Exactly.
that's
Simple
why I
as that.
think most players, you see people like Rashford and stuff going to Barcelona. He's not in the newspapers around here no more.
Yeah,
He's
so
not here. He's playing football. I think most English footballers, yeah, they're starting to do it now. Some young people are going Germany, Spain, Italy.
France.
You see UK footballers go off and play football around there because when you go there, you learn a different style of football, and when you come back to England, depending on who the manager is, we can actually do well. We can actually play and do well. And just get away from that shit, man. Sometimes the UK some reason the UK like to bring someone up and just shut them down. It's just how they make money in the UK and
Yeah,
press and all that kind of. It's bullshit. They do it with celebrities, everything day in life. But saying that, World Cup, I just looked at the times some of the games are gonna be, and fucking hell, man. 9 p.m. England matches, all 3 of them at 9 p.m. Fucking hell, bruv. That's not a summer World Cup, is it? 9 p.m. at night.
9 p.m.
Yeah, I checked. I said summer.
What, in the morning?
No, I saw 9
PM.
p.m. games, and then I saw some games are going to be at 11, and some games are going to be at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah, not for England.
What's going on here?
9 p.m. Yeah, I'm being serious.
Rods, I'm telling you now, we're not doing a watch along.
That's what I'm saying to you.
I'm doing a collab with a few people where I did it for AFCON. I'm going to watch along for every single World Cup game.
But you'll be there for ages, fam, because you'll be up from
3 o'clock in the morning.
I think Footy Reacts is signed up to ITV. You know what I mean?
Listen, Reacts is a madman. I'm going to become the first football content creator to do a 100-hour live stream, mate. 100-hour live stream. No sleep.
Bro,
I can't
World Cup's meant to be like summer. It's meant to be like, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Go out straight down to the pub or a venue, get your drinks in, the sun slapping your face. Yeah, now it's football time. Now it's 9 p.m. football matches. Bro.
I think it's better at night time in 90.
No, man, because now I'm gonna have to go out, pre-drink for the game. That's shit, man. I wanna watch the game summertime, have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't mind. I actually don't mind watching the game at night time, but like at a reasonable time, like 9 o'clock.
You got work the next day and that. Fam.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. The things that day 9 o'clock is fine because when I was living in Germany, right? Because Germany are an hour ahead.
Yeah.
8 o'clock games were like obviously 9 o'clock games. You know what I mean? Okay. And I remember in the day, sort of like when the COVID season, and they're just cramming in games. You know what I mean? Cramming in games because they had to sort of like complete them. So 9 o'clock, fine. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like 3 a.m. in the morning, come on now, man.
11 p.m. games as well, though. I searched up though. 11 p.m.
Even 11 again. Even 11 o'clock. Yeah, you're right.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, man.
Now 20. I looked on Sky Sports News and it said what time the games will be on. England games 4 p.m. So all the games
at 5 o'clock.
You can watch it. It will be 9 p.m. England games or 9 p.m. From what I've seen. England games are 9 p.m. But some of the other games that you want to watch, fucking hell, man. But because I remember when it used to be in like Germany or other countries, South Africa or whatever, or what countries you could watch it in. You could watch games at like 1, and then one would be at like 4, and the other one would be at 7. So you can have a whole day of sitting at home just chilling, watching football prime time.
It's because some of the states in America are far too hot to be able to play. It's like the Club World Cup when that was in America. They had no choice but to put the games on at late because players would literally they would collapse if they
of course.
They would literally just drop like flies. Do you know what I mean?
Well, isn't it the case of the time difference as well?
Yeah, and obviously the
time difference as well. That's why I don't like American preseason.
You know what? I'm really looking forward to the World Cup.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's just like, it's not.
So you're telling me you're not promising the viewers you will not be doing Australia versus Iran watch along at 5 in the morning?
Big man, I've got some time off during the World Cup, so but 5 in the morning is mad.
And no, we need to do a joint watch along one time.
Yeah, we'll have to do one. I need to start uploading on my channel again. I spoke to my friend.
I've been watching your boxing content though, G.
It's good, isn't it? It's not bad.
I've been watching it. I
need to upload some more videos on there.
I didn't expect you to watch the Andrew Tate fight. I will be honest.
No, of course I watched it, mate. Come on, mate.
No, I was glad Chase Moore won, man.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, looking forward to it. If Jamaica's in it, I'm telling you now, I'm doing 5 a.m. watch-alongs if we're playing at 5. I'm not missing them games, but I don't think we will make it. But I'm just saying.
Who's Jamaica got again?
We got one qualifying round. Then if we beat that, we got DR Congo to get to the World Cup. I can't believe. I don't think we will make it, to be honest with you. But
there's 18 and there's 14 that go through. As long as
we fucked up that month. We missed out on automatic promotion. We finished. We
Oh,
didn't
no,
really,
that's the third place playoff in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Sorry.
so we got third place. We got one more game, and then we got to play. We'll beat that team, I think. Then we got to play DR Congo, and I don't know if we can even win that game. To be honest, we still ain't got a manager, so I don't know what's going on.
Still ain't got a manager.
No, at this point, Leon Bailey's got to coach us, or Michael Antonio's got to coach us for the game. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Rod's looking for a
Uncle
manager,
Rod,
mate.
man. Put your TV in for Jamaica, fam. What's going on?
Okay, I'll coach Jamaica. I want
Jamaica shirt.
He's already dressed for it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Listen, imagine going over there to coaching Jamaica, sun, good food, and oh mate.
Yeah, I know.
I've been to Jamaica already twice. So yeah, it's nice, man. But like, I hope Jamaica does well. I hope Jamaica does well.
I hope we do make it, because if we don't, I don't think I'll see my team. I don't think I'll see them ever get to a World Cup.
Who's
I
playing?
thought it was a penalty, though, in 90.
We should have got a penalty, yeah.
I thought that was a penalty.
Yeah, I thought it was as well. Yeah, no, I thought it was a penalty as well.
Troops was watch along at the same time. Obviously, he's Jamaican. He was like that.
It was Richards. He plays for Chelsea's under 21s. The guy, when he came on, but I
should have beat Trinidad, man.
I just think we're doing stupid.
I think as well.
No, yeah, we should have. Yeah, JP. If you're still watching, bun you JP, fam. Should just give us that win, bro. You weren't never gonna make the World Cup anyway.
JP,
Let us get that
leave
W.
JP alone, man.
I'm blaming JP, fam. JP football. We didn't make it, man.
No, JP is
Sending away our audience.
He's seen JP. JP has seen Trinidad and Tobago win the World Cup. I ain't seen that.
Wait, and Nancy, do you support just Jamaica, or do you support Jamaica and England?
No, I speak Jamaica and England.
So, if let's say Jamaica England World Cup final,
Don't start with that.
Jamaica or England.
What?
Don't start with that divide, man. What
Start with that one.
No, we
Me
can't.
personally, I would honestly
Don't start with that
rather.
one. But I'm just saying, if Jamaica won,
Do you want to know who I want to win the World Cup?
I won't be sitting there quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
I
saying.
want Argentina to win the World Cup.
There is Jamaican colours on everything.
That's what I would say. Hold that one, Teresa. You know what I mean?
Sweden to win the World Cup.
Really?
Got Theresa May in that.
Yeah. I'll tell you,
Hold
hold that
that
one.
Somali and G, Alexander Isak. So
He wants Sweden to win the World Cup.
Are Sweden in the World Cup? Did they make it?
yeah, they're in the playoff.
They always do.
Who they playing?
It's a game in March. I'm gonna do a watch along for it though. I can't remember.
Flipping out.
What's Wilder?
He's trying to be Count Dracula, I think.
It's not now.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the World Cup thing.
Go on, now.
I'm not looking forward to watching England games with Thomas
He's
Tuchel.
doing an audition as the joke.
I'm not looking forward.
You know
to
what
it.
it is? I reckon Thomas Cook could win it. I got this.
JP straight in.
Yeah, JP's still there. No, and never get to winter our rival Jamaica. No. Look at him. They were
Yo,
playing their heart
JP,
out.
jump in, man. Somebody send JP the link. Let's send
They
him
were
the link,
playing
man.
their heart out, you know, Trinidad and Tobago.
JP, I'm gonna send him the link to the
You
brother.
had your Dwight Yorks, you had your Kenwyn Jones, man. Let us do our thing now, man. What's wrong with you lot, man?
You know, the first game is Mexico, South Africa, 8:00 kickoff. Then it's South Korea at 3:00.
Yeah, shit games, bro. When's the World Cup?
Yeah,
with
but at
that,
least
man?
Oh, he's asking to send it. Here we go.
He wants to
I'm
watch
At
sending
least
the
the
link
finals on at 8:00.
Yeah. No, the final will be 9 or 8 p.m. I reckon.
I've just sent JP. I've just sent you the link on
JP's coming
WhatsApp.
in.
Check it on.
I'm
Check
going
it
to sit
on,
back and watch this.
check it on Sky.
Oh, you got JP, not JP, and now you've got new. What's her name?
New Caledonia.
Do you think you'll beat them?
Yeah, we'll beat New Caledonia. I don't think we'll beat Congo though.
Is that who you got next?
If we beat New Caledonia.
And who's DR Congo got?
Oh mate, don't let me.
Link on WhatsApp. I just
Bro,
sent you the link on WhatsApp, man.
They got some.
Tune
They
in.
got some good players, man.
Let me see who
Crazy.
Sweden's got.
Because to be fair, Jamaica got some good players. It's got some decent players. I won't say good players. It's just the manager how we set up. We set up so shit.
Yeah, your
set up-
manager's crap.
But at the same time, I can't lie. It's probably hard to coach a bunch of Jamaicans, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, bro. So if we get a good manager, then we can sort it out. Like I'll still support them no matter
That
what.
Curacao game, though, I'll never fucking forget that.
Bro, I watched that game and I was thinking, but then Curacao, they got like Dutch contingency, like their heritage.
Yeah,
beat
The players that
Trinidad,
don't make
then
them, they
you
go
draw
there.
1-1
So,
to Trinidad.
yeah, so I
You beat
don't
Trinidad
know.
the first time, then it was
Yeah,
1-1.
yeah.
Because I remember I watched him because I was watching Troops do a watch along as well, and he was going.
I'm not gonna say Curacao are a good team, but I just can't believe we had some Premier League players in the squad.
They're the smallest ever nation to ever make the World Cup.
We had championship players in the squad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
Did it, Liam Bailey's gone to thing, innit? He's got Roma.
Yeah, he's
innit,
gone
now?
to is it Roma? Is it? But he's
Yeah,
injured.
Roma. Yeah.
He's injured at the moment. He was injured at the time. He was injured.
JP,
Yeah, look at
one.
this snake, fam. Look at this
Nah,
snake.
come on, that can't be bad talking my country online, man.
No, I didn't bad talk your country. I didn't do that. I said you could have allowed us 1 year. That's what I said. Give us 1 year. No, but all right, man. All right, man.
Big up,
We
guys,
also
big up,
bun-
guys. Big up,
Where
big
else
up.
JP bun that? Yes, bun that.
Yeah,
brother.
bun that. Nah, you're coming down here, Trinidad. We had a vibe, Tita Root, Tita Doubles, drink up here, beat Jamaica. Come on, man. We give it all in our way. So
That was you guys World Cup final. I can't believe that, man.
You know what's funny today, right? At night, imagine you break them a blind and everything like that, and they said, "No, man, bun that."
Yeah, I know. To be fair, in all rudeness, we should have actually won that game. I don't know what happened.
yeah.
It is what it is, man. Sometimes football doesn't work out for you.
Yeah, the Curacao won away though. The Curacao, you're not supposed to lose the Curacao won away.
We lost away, yeah. So
yeah.
If
That's the
we
one
didn't lose that, we would have been fine. But it's Jody Jamaican's fault. But I just don't like the way how McLaren left. What a joker, man.
How did he leave?
We lost that game, and he thought, "Bun it, I'm going." That because he don't think they're gonna go through against DR Congo, obviously.
Okay,
So he just said, "Yeah, man, I think you guys have a good system. You chatting shit, we don't." And yeah, I'm gonna go. He probably thought, "Yeah, you know what? When am I ever gonna manage a team in the World Cup? This is my time." Took over Jamaica. No, happened.
He went back to England because it's too hot for him, man.
I heard Mason Greenwood got a Jamaican passport, but not even going to play for Jamaica now. So I don't know what's going on.
Who?
So Mason Greenwood.
Ooh, okay, so he played for Jamaica.
But why did he go play for Jamaica?
I heard the word on the streets is that he's got his Jamaican passport, but he's not playing for Jamaica no more. He wants to hold out for England. This is what I'm hearing about. What sometimes there's Jamaican football channels what I listen to. That's what they're talking about, stuff like that.
Yeah, but why would he get his Jamaican passport but then still hold up for England? That don't make no sense.
I don't know. I feel like his England career is done. I think his England career is done. England, they would have a field day.
He's not making England just so again. Yeah.
The press are going to absolutely hound him.
The thing is with him, he's balling out in Spain and balling out in France,
Mm-hmm.
The
guy's bagging goals. If I read you a stat, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
see, that's another one that got out the limelight of like England and everything that, and gone to sort of like Spain and France and everything, and he's doing bits, especially from Marseille.
He'll be doing way better.
Mr. Barry Murphy says, guys, any truth to the rumor with Tonali to Liverpool in summer? I personally think he will be a great signing for Liverpool. What you guys think of that?
That would be a beautiful signing.
We ain't going back to Newcastle, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we can get.
If that's anything to do with
I'll be honest, he wouldn't even be the guy I want from Newcastle. I would take like rather someone like a Lewis Hall or something.
If that's anything to do with Newcastle, there's no chance in hell they blocked that number.
But Tonali is older now though, so.
Well, there's Anthony Gordon.
He would be a perfect midfielder,
He would be.
There's no chance of that. They blocked that
him
number.
Him or Bruno Guimaraes. One of those two would be the perfect midfielder.
Yeah, have a physical strong midfield. I don't think we will be able to prize them away though.
Yeah, Guimaraes probably not.
Never deal with us again after what we did to Isak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, it's different. If we start crawling and say, listen, big man, want you to play for us, it's different.
Yeah.
Because then, you know what I'm saying? He might not be thinking they're going to go in for
The
him. So
knock's different.
if we knock on the door and say, yo, come to this side, he might say, raw, Liverpool. Why
Yeah.
not? You know?
Yeah,
we're-
and then
we're
Newcastle will
heritage, you know?
say,
How many-
we're not dealing with them.
Realistically, how many players in the world ever get a chance to play for a club at Liverpool? How many? Very slim.
Mhm.
So if you turn Liverpool down, you know what I mean? It's very stupid to.
Listen, if Tonali turns us down, he's a scumbag, and I hope he has a terrible career.
Everyone's come back to Liverpool down for you, innit? Fuck,
It
you
won't
know.
be him that turns us down. It'll be Newcastle themselves.
In '90, I grew up on it's Liverpool is the biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
They
And
are
they are
now.
the biggest. They are the biggest club in the world, and with the biggest team in
They are
England.
again.
Biggest club in England for sure.
Yeah.
Took us 30 years to get back here.
and the world and JP.
Yeah. Well, it have.
Listen,
I like to
Real
be
Madrid,
fair.
mate, they
I
competed
love
their
my club,
first
I
ever
love my
Champions
club,
League.
but we had to start dominating Europe again because that's 2 seasons now. Me personally, ever since Isaac broke his leg, that Champions League become a little bit harder now. If
the
we keep
Spanish
this
and the French
manager,
teams got all of that, man. They're
It's-
dominating.
Yeah,
their
to make the
European-
Champions
why I
League our
can't
bread
take
and
Mickey
butter
Van
because
der
that's
Ven,
what I've grown up winning.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not taking Mickey Van der Ven. Like what he did to Isak, man. If Isak doesn't come back the fucking same, yeah, Mickey Van
No,
der
he'll
Ven,
be fine. The injury was
nah,
Yeah,
you'll be fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Like,
If Isak doesn't come back
Bradley's
okay,
injury,
yeah.
the
Mickey Van
operation
der
was
Ven,
fine. Isak's fine. It's fine. They'll
you
be
better
fine.
run in North London, mate.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. We'll probably see
I thought
Isak
so.
come back in like May, maybe. May.
Yeah,
maybe.
but
Look at it. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Like Newcastle would ever answer the phone to us.
What did I just say?
Yeah.
yeah, Newcastle
Block that
will
number,
never
man.
do that.
I would have taken Anthony Gordon now, you know, last year.
I said it. I said it in the summer. I said it in the summer.
Now I'm thinking about it. I would have wanted that signing, you know.
In '90, you was like, "Oh, Gordon's crap."
No, I didn't say he was crap. Come on, man.
Nah, he didn't say it
Remember
was.
CJ in the
I didn't say
comments
it was
all
crap.
summer. All
I didn't
summer.
say it was crap.
You know what
I
it is?
was-
Footy reaction. Hold on. Footy reaction is a troublemaker. You know, he's a troublemaker. Seriously, he's a proper troublemaker.
Blasphemous things, you know.
Not foots, unks. I have a very good memory when it comes to things. So like in the summer, I remember people in the chat was like, "Yo, Footy, you're a fucking Gordon fanboy. This and that."
Yeah, you are a Gordon fanboy. You
Yeah,
are.
that was said. Yeah, that was said.
Yeah, I remember that. But that's true, though. That part's true.
People can call me a Gordon fanboy. I like Anthony Gordon. I like Alexander Isak.
We need to stop being linked to any player that plays for Newcastle because Newcastle are not going to deal with us again.
Ryan says
No.
Gordon isn't at all, in my opinion, a good player. Nothing special. I
If
understand
Anthony
it's not
Gordon was
special,
to come
but
to Liverpool,
we just need someone. I say this many times. People are gonna get bored of me saying this. We just need a direct winger.
Yeah.
Just to
But
get more yards.
Anthony
Yeah,
Gordon
but
is a
Cola.
scouser too.
Yeah.
Gordon is a
Yeah.
scouser.
We need some more.
Yeah,
scouts
yeah.
in
He was
the
in
team, man.
Liverpool. He was in Liverpool's academy. He got released from
Yo,
the.
that's
Think
a
about now,
good
Jones-
guy. That's a
Jones-
good guy, man.
Jones is the only scouser in the team now, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
Gordon will be a
no,
good
man,
guy.
we need
A
some more
scouser that can play too.
Yeah, man.
I'll
we
be
need some
real.
scouts.
Yeah,
Because right
got
now he's
released
playing
from
with a
that.
gap goal, in my opinion, and it's more
Sorry?
effective than a gap goal, in my opinion.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what's funny about Milos Kerkez? His whole family and him are Manchester United fans.
Yeah, he had a great game. Against.
I thought it was good, Milos Kerkez.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other day. But when you play to his strengths, he does well. And we did that one game against Arsenal. I think he played great.
Kirkers has been great.
Yeah,
Last
he's
few
been great
games,
the
he's
last
been
couple
absolutely
games.
brilliant.
Yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, because he's growing back the mullet. That's why. It's
Oh,
a skinhead.
No, he did look. He did look a bit old school. I thought he's bringing back the from Bournemouth.
Now he's bringing back the mullet because he was boss up Bournemouth with the mullet.
Yeah.
You know,
Man said money, you know.
Isn't it the case he's just got used to how we play and it's got nothing to do with the haircut?
although N90,
Yeah.
Kerkez needs to get the taper fade on the side though.
Yeah.
He's looking a bit messy on the side.
I think he's growing it out. You know, sometimes you cut your hair too much on the side, your hair starts thinning, so he's growing it back. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah,
want
but
to
he
go
needs to get that taper.
That's what he's
quick.
doing. He's just
If
trying to
you
grow it back.
guys- If anyone gets a taper fade, you know.
No, man, you have to be careful. You have to be
Looks
careful.
like Gordon.
just-
Looks like Gordon wants to play. Looks like Gordon wants to play for Liverpool, doesn't it?
He
Yeah,
told his friends and family last year he was going to Liverpool, didn't he?
We've got no chance.
Yeah.
Anthony
If
Gordon. I
Gordon
think
says
would- when-
Newcastle wants to go Liverpool, I reckon they just give us the money, man.
You see, the thing
You
is,
know what
United,
it
I
is?
think
They
he was
won't.
not a Liverpool player, but then don't forget they sold Anderson to Forest due to PSR. If they didn't have sold Anderson, they would have sold Gordon to us. So Forest, yeah, you can fucking jog on as well, mate. You stop the Gordon deal.
All I'm saying, bring us Barcola and we're done, fam. Win.
Yes.
Oh, here we go again with this barcode.
Yeah.
nonsense.
Bring Barcola in right now.
Listen,
Crazy.
Cop, you need to watch some PSG games because Brady Bacola is top notch.
Have you not seen Barcola play?
Mbappe come from there. This barcode nonsense keeps on coming.
No,
Big man, and you know what, Rod? You see it?
Kylian didn't
Barcola's
come
got
from PSG.
15 games, 6 goals.
Which league?
In which
It
league?
don't matter about league.
Which
Nah,
league?
it matters, man. It matters, man.
No,
Which
PSG
league?
won the league last year, so we.
And they don't know
What league did he win?
PSG won Champions League last year. Come on, guys, man. Let's not.
Okay,
let's
so
be
PSG
realistic,
won the
yeah?
Champions League,
Say
and their
again?
hardest game was against Liverpool. Now what?
No, it wasn't. It was Aston Villa.
They beat. Who they beat? They beat Barcelona in the final, didn't they?
No, Inter Milan. 5-0.
Inter Milan.
Footy, the manager himself came out and said his hardest game was against Liverpool. Let's not kid ourselves here.
What, Luis Enrique came out and said that?
He said that himself, yes.
But we won the league last year, though, so we was good last year, though.
Who gives? Like, I'm not being funny, yeah. Like PSG are the best team in the world. But wait, hold up. I'm gonna get hold up.
Get
PSG
out.
are the best team in the world.
Get out, man. Get
Who's
out.
the best team in the world then, Rods?
The best team in the world is Chelsea, isn't it?
Oh, man, you man are sleeping on Barcola.
Oh, I'm
man.
loving it.
Last year, 34 games. This year, 15 games, 6 goals, man. He's doing his thing, man. I'm telling you. Let's not sleep on my guy,
In
man.
what league?
Oh my god.
I don't, look, where did we buy Morientes from? We bought Morientes from the Spanish
said
league, right?
Chelsea, you know.
How many goals has
Julian
Gyökeres
Barnes
got?
from where? We
How
bought.
many goals has
players-
Gyökeres got?
Who?
Gyökeres, how many goals has he got?
I don't care about Gyökeres, man. He's not our player.
So
Top,
hang on,
top.
Gyökeres came from a league where he was the top goal scorer, right? He's in this league now. How's he doing?
He scored a few goals.
Cop,
That's not good, enough, is it?
No, but
I've
you have
got-
to
I've got the
play to it. You have to
information.
But the
play
league,
to
Who
the
defeat your
league
point?
matters then, doesn't it? The league
No,
that
but are we
in
going
matters,
to
doesn't
pretend
it?
like he's not being played to his strengths, Gyökeres?
No, N90, don't worry.
You can't pretend that as well.
I've got the point to beat
Yeah.
Cop Father here.
Go on.
I remember me, Rod, and Cop and Foz have all done shows and we've spoke about old players before each time, gone back and watched them, etc. Yeah, I can't remember what fucking players Cop said. There was a few players that were Cop said, I haven't watched them. That was before my time, and I was like, okay, fair enough. You've not actually watched those players. Well, now I can say the same thing. You've not watched those players or watched that team, so you can't physically say they're not the best team in the world if you've not watched them play. Same for Brad Picola, and same for Antonio Nusa.
I've watched what I've
Oh
watched.
no! Don't bring
I
news.
watched the
I've
players
watched-
when
hold
they
on,
play in
I've
my
watched-
shirts.
I've watched PSG play. I've watched PSP play in their league in the day,
Right.
and the league in the day, that league, the French league in the day, boy, it's on the same par as the Eredivisie, man.
So why did
No,
PSG get knocked out to Paris
Yes,
FC then the other day? One of
What?
the biggest upsets in recent time.
Why did Paris get what?
PSG got knocked out to Paris FC in the cup the other day. One of the biggest
French
upsets.
Cup.
Yeah.
Because a
I'm
cup
talking
game is
about
a
the
one-off
league,
game.
innit? I'm talking about the league. I'm talking about that
PSG aren't
league.
even top of the league.
Needy,
PSG
bro.
aren't even top of the league.
Needy.
Yeah, but that's like a pick up that reason.
I agree with you, Ryan.
You can't take
The
you
French
can't
league's
take
not
you
outside
cannot,
the
you cannot
league.
take the French league seriously, man. Come on, stop.
Why can't you
Oh,
though?
but they won the Champions
I've got-
League,
Because if
though,
that's
man.
the
Come
case,
on,
then
guys.
Gyökeres should be the top goal scorer in this league like he was in the other league.
Well, no, because they're not playing to his strengths.
Am I wrong? Am I
They're not
wrong?
playing to-
What?
They're not playing to his strengths though.
Why have you got excuses now? Come on, stop it now.
Why's he getting excuses? Darwin
Well,
didn't
but-
get excuses, did he? Darwin Nunes never got any
Darwin Nunes
excuses.
had chances to score goals. Gyökeres hasn't.
So is Gyökeres. Gyökeres had chances to score goals, bro.
Gyökeres
Yeah,
had
but-
loads of chances to score goals.
What's Victor Gyökeres' best attributes? Play the ball in behind the striker. They don't do that. They cross the ball into him.
Bro, at the end of the day, the man scored all types of goals at the end of the day.
Yeah.
In Portugal. And plus at the end of the day, right? Plus, he's had a taste of English football because he came from English football and went to Portugal.
Yeah,
So
but
he
that
knows
was
what
the
English football.
championship.
So but he knows what English football's all
He
about.
played for Brighton and he played for Coventry.
And he was a young kid.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah,
He knows what English football's all about. Why would you know?
Unks,
Don't try to move the goalpost, no big man.
Unks, you can't say the French league is shit if PSG aren't top of the league. They're not top of the league.
PSG is rubbish. Listen, the French league at the day is not a very good league. It's not. Seriously, it's not a very good league.
Not strongly.
It's not.
They just have good teams. So they have a couple of good teams like Spain. So Real Madrid, Barcelona. You see how Spain have those. PSG is a top team in France. So that's why they dominated. So it's like you're taking the top team in the country.
When we get slapped up by Marseille,
I'll just say something to you guys. Yeah.
Well, you put a shit anyway.
I'll say something to you guys. You
You
guys
put a shit anyway. You put a shit. Liverpool at the day. Right, hold on. Liverpool at the day. We all know are shit at the moment with this already fraud at the helm.
Yeah, and if we beat Marseille with that stupidness we played, that proves it. But at the end of the day, we not
everyone's entitled to an opinion.
French league is way better. Ryan said it now. Ryan said French league is way better than the Dutch league. Not that much better. It's not that much better. There's only one team in the French league at the day, right? That's really going on some things in there. It's Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, but that's fine. I do think the league is poor, but you guys are forgetting that the teams that PSG beat to get to the final last year was Liverpool and Arsenal. And Arsenal not a shit team. And they had a good run.
It's like a Barcelona.
Arsenal.
They haven't won it. They haven't won it for a reason. They won Champions League.
Yeah, but now you can't say that. That's like you're saying Spanish league is good, but Barcelona win it. Right? It's Barcelona. Only have two really good teams in Spain.
Never won the Champions League for how many years?
Yeah, but they had good players. They had a strong. They were always a formidable team.
Why did PSG get knocked out to Paris FC?
It's a one-off game.
It's a one-off game.
We get knocked out to Crystal Palace.
It's
you keep on talking about Paris FC. What's that got to do with it?
Because you're saying the overall part of French football
is shit.
If you're saying French
football... All right, hold on. What's Paris FC then? Where do Paris FC play?
What do you mean, where do Paris
FC play? What league do they play in?
They're playing Ligue 1.
All right, there you go. Anyway,
they're like
next.
Near relegation zone?
Right, next.
And they beat PSG.
It's just like... The league at the day, right? I'm not being funny at the day. The league is not a very good league.
Yeah, not good league.
In a one-off game at the day, right? Anybody can get beat in a one-off game. Look at Man United. They got beaten by Gillingham in a one-off game.
Yeah,
Gillingham, you know.
Man, they're shit. The Premier League is crap.
Hang on, who's better, Chelsea or PSG? Hang on, who's better, Chelsea or PSG?
PSG.
So why did Chelsea beat them?
What?
Thank you.
Okay, then. Okay.
Okay.
Who's better? Grimsby or Man U?
Exactly. You can say about anything.
Grimsby.
Grimsby clearly can beat.
Grimsby's better. Grimsby's better.
It's a one-off game and it's football. Chelsea are not better than PSG, but still beat them in a final.
Yes.
Paris FC are not better than PSG, but they still beat them. It's football.
Let me tell you something.
People in the chat agree with me every time I say something. Then
let me tell you something about that. Let me tell you something about that Champions League final, right? I'm telling you there. That Champions League final when PSG beat Inter, that was a fix.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, Inter Milan didn't even try.
It's a fix.
They got
all right, hold on. You go back, right? and watch Inter Milan's games against Barcelona and against other teams in the day, right?
Maybe
And
because
then, and hold on.
Marcola was playing.
Hold on.
That's why.
You're not an idiot, man. What happened to that?
I can't.
You know what I mean? Because of prize, man.
I actually can't.
No, but what I'm trying to say to it today, if you go back and look at that tournament and look at the games that Inter Milan played, and then when you saw them in the final against PSG, they just laid down.
Maybe because
no
PSG
way did
is
they try. No way did Inter Milan. Nobody can tell me today that Inter Milan tried to win that game against PSG.
No,
they didn't even try.
Fucked up.
They didn't even try.
They did try. They got fucked up, man.
No, they never. I'm not having none of that.
See?
They never.
Oh my God!
I watched that final.
Ryan, when you come into my chat, I'm gonna make you a mod.
Ryan, I eat it, man.
Come on, my bro. Reacts are everywhere, man.
You know what I mean? That is at the day sort of like that is Ryan's thing. But you look at the sort of you look at Inter Milan game against PSG. They didn't even try, bro.
Yeah, they got blown.
They didn't even try.
Man. Sometimes
look at the game. Yeah, but look at the game. Look at the game before. Look at the game before against Barcelona over 2 legs. Barcelona gave them a more better game than what PSG did.
Yeah,
and they beat Barcelona, and they beat Barcelona to go through to the finals, and they. No, man, that was a fix.
Look, even Ryan saying Inter Milan definitely tried. They just got boxed.
They never. They never. I watched that game for start.
So you're saying the team can't try and still get back up? Is that you're saying a team can't try?
What I'm trying to say,
like Bonnie Blue.
Cup, I thought you only watched Liverpool games.
Bonnie Blue, you know. What I'm trying to say is this today, right? If you're gonna play in the finals today, right? At least try. They didn't even try.
Okay, so when Liverpool played Steven Gerrard's last game, where everyone should be trying, and we got back up 6-0, whatever it was. Were the players trying? Yes or no?
No, they weren't trying.
Yes, there was.
They weren't trying. Bro, you was too young to even watch the game.
Gerrard scored in that game. You know what I mean?
How old were you when that game was happening? For it.
What game are we on about here? There's the final.
When they played against Stoke. When they played against Stoke. Hold on. When they played against Stoke when they played against Stoke, the last game of the season, and they got Brock up 6-1. How old were you then?
I was about 9 years old.
Well, I'm not hearing nothing then. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm not hearing nothing, man.
On the panel, you can't just say because I'm the youngest.
9 years old in it, you don't know. Nah, allow that, innit?
Nah, you can watch football at 9 still.
Stop that.
I watch football at 9. That's what I first stopped football.
I'm joking. No, the thing is about it, then they right. Yeah, you could say it, and they
we definitely tried, but we just got fucked
up.
We
didn't try that. We didn't try in that game. We didn't even try in that game. It's we want to got Brock up 6-1 against Stoke, bro.
Yeah.
They
Tony Pulis,
Gerrard's last game.
That game was fixed. We got paid.
Gerrard's last game. All right, Gerrard's last game. All right, and for 2 seasons at the day, where was Gerrard playing as a DM? And he was no DM.
Do you want to know a fact about that Stoke Liverpool game? We got paid 50 million to lose to Stoke because it was fixed.
Probably did, you know. Like Inter Milan got the brown envelopes before they touch the pitch.
I'm sorry, but the way they played against Barcelona, they showed heart, they showed determination, and they showed the will to win. Against PSG, they showed none of that.
They are agreeing with us.
Yeah. They showed none
of it. Do you know what? Then the Inter Milan, we played Inter Milan, and Inter Milan played a better game against us than what they played against PSG. They rolled over, bro. They rolled over, man.
They played sick football that game. I was watching. It was like a man versus blue that game.
I didn't play Inter Milan last season.
No, I said whenever we played Inter Milan, they played better against us than what they played against Ting.
I think
PSG. They played much better. Inter Milan
1-0 win.
And even he was saying we're not even trying. Even he was saying it. An actual Inter Milan fan was saying we're not trying.
Who footage?
Yeah.
The Inter Milan fan, Footy Judge Mo, was saying himself on
Oh
his
my
chat,
God,
they are not trying. He was
No,
screaming.
he's upset. He's upset. The
Footy
team
Judge
getting
Mo
back.
talks about
No,
Arsenal more.
but if he's upset,
He supports Arsenal, mate.
he's not gonna say that we
He
weren't
supports
trying.
Inter Milan.
No, he doesn't. He sucks off
He
Arsenal
supports
more.
Inter Milan.
Supports Inter Milan.
Nah, he's
bro,
not
He
Inter
talks about
Milan
Arsenal
fan.
all the time.
Footy
Footy
don't.
Judge Mo supports Inter Milan.
I've
Footy
never
don't.
seen him talk about Inter Milan once
Footy
in my life.
don't. Yeah, I know. I know. I haven't
That
heard him.
one.
I haven't
Oh,
heard him talk
You're on
about
the
Inter.
same page as me. I know you are deep down.
Bro. I haven't heard him talk about Inter Milan, but trust me, he's an Inter Milan supporter. Trust me.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Remember
fixed.
when we
Maybe that's
beat
fixed.
Real Madrid 4-0 back in the day when they had like Gabriel Hines and them lot. Do you think
Heinze,
Real Madrid tried?
What?
We tried to
Do you
get
think
him.
Real Madrid tried that game?
I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm
Which game
saying,
was
you're
that?
not gonna come to
No,
that
what
final.
I'm trying, but what I'm trying to say in that game there, and I think that in that game there, that was in the quarter the quarterfinals, was it the quarterfinals or round of 16?
Not wrong, no 16.
Round of 16, and we beaten the round of 16.
Bro, Martinez scored a
We
banger.
beat them around 16, but remember at the day, we beaten them 1-0 at the day. Now 1-0 in the first leg at the Bernabeu.
4-0 after.
And then when they come up, they come back up. But what I'm trying to say, if you look at the caliber, this is what I'm saying. And you look at the caliber of games that Inter Milan played in that tournament, and then you look at this game here of what they played in the final with PSG, you'll come to the same conclusion. And they did not try. They was not trying.
Was he worst Champions League show?
And you know what is? Do you know what isn't they? I didn't see PSG, PSG doing anything special, right? To say what, like, you know what?
The fullbacks was amazing in that game.
Ran the whole show.
But what I'm trying to say is Inter Milan's fullback. Inter Milan's fullback. Stop with this Bradley Bicola bollocks, man. Every minute. You can talk about Bradley Bicola. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean?
He's a baller.
Stop it now.
You'll be saying
I would be saying that. I would be saying I'm not overly sort of like anxious to have Bradley Bicola.
You're not keen on him. You're not keen on him.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
okay,
whatever.
Okay.
If Bradley Bicola signs for Liverpool, I'll do another 24-hour stream.
What?
If Bradley Bicola signs for Liverpool, I'll do another 24-hour stream.
Okay,
and I'll get that Bradley Bicola shit straight away.
But what I'm saying is that is like Inter Milan's fullbacks over that tournament, over that whole tournament was good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So we're gonna talk about fullbacks. We're gonna talk about fullbacks, and then you talk about people like DeMarco and then DeMarco, Dumfries, and all them, man. There was catalysts over that tournament. But when they come to that final and for that, you looked at the Inter Milan, it's like they rolled over, got the tummy tickled. Seriously, they rolled over, got the tummy tickled.
The players are too good. Vitinha's run their show.
Nah, man. Well, that's your
We've
opinion.
already seen what happens.
My opinion in days they didn't try that hard.
And that's how they won the 2005 Champions League title, because they were 3-0 down at half time. But they came back 2-3 and then won penalties.
I reckon that was fixed as well.
You know what's that?
Well, that's called heart and determination.
I think Liverpool, Man City, when we slapped them in the Champions League, because that was.
We slapped them in the Champions League.
Yeah, we slapped them in the Champions League 5-1.
Over 2 legs.
Yeah.
It's over 2 legs, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's fixed.
It's not exactly a one game, though, is it? It's over 2 legs, isn't it?
Okay, then when we slapped Roma 5-2 at Anfield,
we're
first
on
leg.
about the final. The final itself, the one that actually matters.
Okay.
If they play, do you know what isn't they? If they were so good in that final right, and they had lesser players, why didn't they win it years ago with the better players?
Because they had egos at the club like Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, but Real Madrid had egos at the club, still won the Champions League.
Sorry?
Whose egos at the club?
Real Madrid had egos at the club, but they still won the Champions League. So you can't use that argument, can you?
Yeah, because that's Real Madrid.
What?
Has Real Madrid won a Champions League since Mbappe's gone to the club?
No, he hasn't. No, they haven't.
No.
They haven't won it in the last.
Mbappe.
See, Mbappe has come to the club, but the thing is about it, Mbappe wasn't the only ego they had in their club. They had more egos than that. They had Bellingham and all their man there, and they won the Champions League under Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah, because they played
You know
good
what I mean?
football.
They had
Because they
hold on, they had
Bellingham was that box
They had
cracking.
egos in the team. They had egos in the team, right? And they won the Champions League 3 times in a row. So you can't use that ego talk.
Yeah.
You can't use that.
Because they had players that
Yeah,
were playing
Zidane.
together. PSG.
And
They
then we
didn't
had
play
Ancelotti.
together.
Stop it now, man.
And 90, am I wrong? Chat, am I wrong? But do
You're
PSG
wrong.
play?
Say
Do
again,
PSG play together?
No,
What?
they play good football together. Yeah.
No,
they do.
before. No,
What
before
I'm trying to
Lewis
say,
Enrique
and
came in.
if they was that good in the day, right? Why didn't they win it with better players? Arguably better players than what they had.
No,
Do you remember the day they had Neymar, right? They had Neymar, Messi,
Mbappe.
and Mbappe up front, bro.
But sometimes did you know
How's that front line in there?
a team sports about chemistry and how you set up
The
as
only
well.
fr- the only-
You
the
can
only
put any
thing that
players
was
on the team,
better-
but it's how you set them up
Online,
and how they
that's it.
play as well at the same time.
And arguably, in the day, they had like good managers. So they never win it then.
The managers were crap.
Oh, fuck off.
They sacked their managers.
You
They
know,
were coming round to the 16
crap,
every
isn't it?
time.
so Ancelotti's crap because I'm sure
What
Ancelotti
about
was at
PSG, mate?
That's right. He's a Don. He walks around with a cigar.
Wasn't Ancelotti at PSG?
What about mate? What about in the past?
Hold on,
25 years?
was he not at PSG?
We're not.
No, I'm asking you a question. Was Ancelotti at PSG? Chat me a blood clot line?
Folks, you make me laugh.
All right.
Honestly,
Hold on. Was Ancelotti at PSG? Answer the
yes,
question. Right. Is Ancelotti a good manager?
yes.
All right. Then you just ask you your own question.
Yeah, but
You're
Oaks,
asked
what
like,
about in the past 5 to 6 years? He hasn't been there in the past 5
hold
to 6
on. I
years.
just said what don't you listen to what I just said? Don't you listen? Are you capable of listening?
Yeah,
I
I'm
said to
capable
you-
of listening. but
I
you're
know, no,
about
you, I
to
said
lose
to you
control.
today, I said to you, if PSG played so good in that final, and is right, how comes they didn't win it with better players than what they had in that final?
That happens
So
sometimes. doesn't it?
we're going back at the day to the days at the day. They had like Mbappe. We had you know what I mean. They had Mbappe. Had even Messi. They had Neymar. They had all them
Yeah,
heads.
but Carlo Ancelotti wasn't
They
there.
had all their heads in the team. All their heads. They had enough heads in the team at the day.
They had the
Arguably
year
a
with
better side
Tuchel
than what.
too.
Hold on, arguably a better side at the day than what they've got now.
But
I
When
disagree
they
on
lost to
that.
Bayern too, they had a good side.
you can't-
When they lost to
hold on.
Bayern in the final.
Yeah.
If
You
we
can't
compare
tell
the
me.
two PSG
You can't
teams,
tell me, and you can't tell me.
no, but the
right?
PSG
There's no
team now
there's no
is
possibility
more
that
of
will
a better
affect them,
cohort
right?
together. Their team right now already works, especially Vitinha in the middle.
yeah,
as
there's a
well.
better
It's-
culture at the
it's
club.
Perfect. Their team now, Luis Enrique, the manager, has fully flipped it to the
Yeah,
other
but
side
you're
of the team game.
only saying that because you lot man are only saying that because you rate Luis Enrique. Go on, man.
Yeah,
And you rate
He's
Bradley
the best manager in the
Bacola.
world.
You rate Doué and that man there.
I
Big
do.
man, Doué is a don't put.
Yes,
listen,
because
Doué-
me
You
at
know,
90 watch
Bradley
PSG.
Bacola just come on. I don't know how you man. You see the things about it. Well, this is what I'm saying today.
Funks, we had the
Right.
debate
Sometimes-
about Bacola.
Sometimes fans at the day will see a player at the day and they have a good couple of games,
Exactly,
and all of a
it's
sudden
two
today
trebles,
they're
man.
ballers. They're ballers at the day. You man were talking about Bradley last season at the day. Last season, you man was talking about Bradley Bacola
Yeah,
is a baller at the day, and that was arguably his first breakout season.
of course, nothing wrong with that.
Give
nothing
me,
wrong
give
with
me time for similar man. What happened to you?
Listen,
Also,
doing well.
yeah,
I told you,
bring in
he's doing
Bradley
well.
Bacola. Bring in Bradley Bacola. So
I
what
told you,
Bradley
listen,
Bacola?
Listen,
Hold on.
listen.
He's still doing
The
the
only
same.
What
thing
if Bradley
I'm-
Bacola comes to Liverpool? What Bradley Bacola comes to Liverpool at the day, right?
I do a
Comes to
mad
Liverpool
thing.
and flops.
Yeah,
I
and
do that.
he's going to do far better than
And
Antoine
flops. And
Semenyo.
flops. What are you gonna say then?
All I care about is he's just better than
That's
Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah,
You got to take risks sometimes. in
Semenyo's
life.
a bum and Barcola's
yeah,
a baller.
we took a risk with Arne Slot. Look how that's working out for us.
Hey, he won
We
us a league
won the
title.
league last year. What do you mean? We won the league.
brother, we arguably won the league at the end of the day with a Klopp team, bro.
Why
Yeah.
didn't Jurgen Klopp win it with that team?
Because half the team was friggin' injured.
Jurgen Klopp didn't win it with that
Oh,
team.
half the team injured. Maybe because
Hold on.
he was winning the players.
Jurgen Klopp did not. Jurgen Klopp did
We
not
had the
win that.
academy players.
He was
Jurgen
winning the players.
Klopp
Instagram.
did-
Why didn't
Jurgen-
Klopp be able to keep the players fit?
Yeah, but the thing is that Jurgen Klopp did not win the
Because
league
it's
with
out of
that
football.
team. Jurgen Klopp did not win the league with that team because he said he was leaving. He said he was leaving in the season. Because if you remember at the end of the day, right, we was top of the league in January.
Yeah, got some
Right?
injuries.
There's not many teams that I know, right, that's top of the league in January, yeah, and doesn't go on to win the league.
We bottled under Jurgen Klopp when we
You know what I
7
mean?
points. Yeah.
No, the reason why it isn't, and we lost momentum because at the end of the day, right, Jurgen Klopp said he was leaving. You know what I mean? So I lost all the momentum and slowly started losing games. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right?
That wouldn't make me
Even
want to lose.
Salah-
That's
Salah
why.
got injured.
That's why. That's why.
To be honest,
And
if I was a player and Jurgen Klopp said, "Oh, I'm going to leave after the season," I'd want to win it even more, not fucking
Yeah.
lose it.
that's you.
Even
That's
Mo
you.
Salah
Yeah,
got
you,
injured.
yeah.
And
You can't
Van Dijk
speak for-
both got injured.
You can't speak for
Both of
every
them.
We were
you got
5 points
every
clear, by
player.
the way. We bottled it.
Nah,
We've got academy
don't do
players.
that. We had
Fussy,
some
we don't have any
injuries
of our
last
Oh my
season.
regular players
We had
there.
some injuries last
Right.
season.
Salah was
No.
injured. Van Dijk was
Yeah.
injured. Gravenberch broke his ankle.
Yeah, we had some injuries last
Oh.
season too. Yeah.
But how come then?
Look at the
But-
lineup, Footy.
How
Look at the
come-
lineup of the Carabao Cup and tell
Why
me
did
that
the
team's good enough
players
to win the
then
league.
come out in pre-season? Who, no offense, I'm going to listen to the players more. Why did the players come out and say in pre-season we feel naturally more fit when it comes to injuries under Arne Slot as opposed to Jurgen Klopp?
What are you
So you
talking
trying
about?
to
What
you
am I
trying to
talking
say?
about?
You trying
It's
to-
on Liverpool TV.
What you trying to
It's
say?
literally
Hold on. What you trying to say it today? Are you trying to say it today that Slot is a better head coach or better manager? than
Obviously
Klopp?
not.
That's not
Well,
what he
you're
said.
not,
though.
isn't it?
So
Come
how
on.
Let's
come
not overdo it.
Stop
that
bringing
team
that
club
shit in.
together
That's
did
not what
he
he
get
said.
to actually
No, I mean,
use
stop
it?
bringing that
or was the
rubbish in
team
and
injured?
that.
That's not what he
You're
said,
just
though.
talking rubbish.
No, N90. Explain the point for me, please, because I can't.
No, you're
No,
not making a point, though. You're not making a point. The fact is at the end of the day,
Did I
right?
ever say Slot is a better manager than Klopp?
Hold on. The fact is at the end of the day, if Klopp said at the end of the day that he wasn't leaving that season and day, right, we would have won that league. Now, arguably at the end of the day, that sort of like team at the end of the day. Because remember, if you remember what Jurgen Klopp said in the beginning of his tenure at the end of the day, he said at the end of the day he's going to leave Liverpool in a better way than what he found it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did.
And he did.
He did.
And he did. He built up everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So arguably that team that he had there and everything that right was ready. Because you remember at the day, right?
Yeah.
Arne Slot walked into the club with a team, yeah, right, where at the end of the day, right, he couldn't believe his luck. Had he have walked into the team, right, what was it? What Brendan Rodgers left, yeah, he would have been shagged. He'd have been screwed. Yeah.
Hold
on. Had he walked in a team what Roy Hudson left, he'd have been shagged. Arguably, at the end of the day, he walked into a much better team because you can see that in the day because he didn't have to change much with that team. He did not have to change much. There was no major changes. You understand what I'm saying?
I would say
See, the thing is,
he's gone on to win the league and I think that right. And now this season and where he has to stand up with big counter and he's flopped. You've seen what kind of man.
Not just all on Slot.
He's got no experience and he doesn't know how to deal with players. He hardly knows anything about tactics. Because if he did know anything about tactics and he wouldn't be playing Szoboszlai at right back anytime that he gets a chance. He wouldn't be playing Ryan Gravenberch, which is not a DM.
Bradley and
He's not a DM in the day. He's not a DM, but he's playing sort of like Ryan Gravenberch as a centre back, right?
What you're saying is true and not true at the same time.
The reason why he played Szoboszlai as right back in the first place because at the day because we had two right backs that were injured. Yeah, fine, fair enough. You know what I mean? But when these right backs came back, and you had a third right back there as well, right? Yeah, right? There was no reason, no excuses to play Szoboszlai as right back, therefore
we can all
losing
agree on
things in
that.
midfield.
We can
At the
all
end of
agree
the
on
day,
that.
the guy and the guy at the end of the day, I'm not having none of it. Nobody can tell me at the end of the day, nobody can tell me at the end of the day that Arne Slot at the end of the day is a good head coach and is a good manager. He is rubbish. He is rubbish, and he's always been rubbish. And now we're at the end of the day, we are seeing how rubbish he is. Fuck what he done last season, because that was easy for him to do.
Listen,
Do you know what I'm saying?
I ain't ever
He's
gonna
important in the league, you know.
never.
No, but he's rubbish, man. I'm not having none of
Yeah,
it.
but as much as I want Slot out, he's the memories I had. I'm forever gonna be grateful to him. So, you know, I will thank him on that.
Well, that's on you, innit? That's on you. But I want something. I want something more out of my head coach. I want him to do. I want him in order. Because I said that the day before the season started. I said I will get on the Arne Slot train fully in the day if he wins me a Champions League or he wins me the league. You know what I mean? Go and do it again. Go and do it again and say, now it doesn't look like he's going to win the league, yeah? And it doesn't look like he's going to win the Champions League.
If he wins the Champions League, what would you say, Unks?
If he wins the Champions League, I still want him gone. I still want him gone. You know why? You know why I still want him gone? You know, I still want him gone because you messed up in a major way in the day, right? In the league, you messed up, and some of the things that he's done
yes,
in the league, right? Some of the things that he's done in the league, in this league in the day, right? It's been reprehensible. There's no excuses for it. You see what happens at the day when he's losing in the thing. He starts panicking in the day, and he starts playing like was it a 1-5 fucking 5?
Yeah, because he doesn't know what he's doing at the moment. But I will say this though. I will say this though.
This is the second, bro. This is his second season. Yeah, he must know what he's doing. You cannot be making the same mistakes today as what you made last season. You can't be doing that.
I'll say this though. I'm going to give him credit for winning the league last year because he did change our football style for the better for last season by making a few tweaks. Yes, he came in and had a great team, but he did enhance our team yesterday.
Nobody thought we would win the league.
He made a major change. The main thing he did last year was put Gravenberch in a DM role and Gravenberch.
But he's not in a DM though, is he?
Let me finish. He set more in deeper last year and let the other players play around him.
Ryan Gravenberch
was protected more because Klopp wasn't really favorited with Gravenberch from we can all see it because we wasn't playing that much. So when he came in and we had a player there, we all could see, this is the player. We didn't know we had a DM, and he played there, and he played well. He won the league because of that. I think this season what he's done,
wasn't because of that.
I think the main thing was Salah and
was one of the components. It was one of the components.
It was the major factor why he won the league.
One of the components, but it was a very weak component.
But this year, what we all crying out for a DM. So continue on to this season.
Who was crying about that before?
I know, but he's changed the whole way we play football this season, and it hasn't worked. He shouldn't have changed it. Last year it worked, and he should have continued doing from what that.
Yeah, but he had no choice. Yeah, but he had no choice but to change it because he sold players at the day, right? They sold players, yeah, but they didn't get.
But that's obviously down to him. Coming on to your point now.
I mean, well, don't sell these players. Just say it, and need these players.
I'm coming to your point now, where I don't agree with this season. Now, I feel like he doesn't know what he's doing. Last year he had a better plan than this year, so he's put players in
because it's more easy for him last year.
I think he's realized in himself, he's fucked up. He didn't realize probably the impact of the players we had last year and how it would work, and he's taken that away from the club, and that's why we're doing so bad this year.
It's more easy, bro. You got to understand
because our goal scorer has not been scoring goals.
You got to understand that. You got to understand that in the day it was more easier for him last season. You know what I mean? It was more easy for him last season and the day. For a start and the day, you're seeing it in the day this season and day, right? How much of a DM that Ryan Gravenberch is not. You know what I mean?
But he's not playing the same way.
Because certain times, he's playing the same way. Because certain times, what I'm seeing it in the day this season and day, right? What I'm seeing this season, I'm seeing a lot of players that in the day. Excuse me. We've seen a lot of players that they run past Gravenberch, run past him like he's not there.
He's further up in the pitch. He's further up.
Even last season, it was doing that. Because remember the League Cup final when it's just running past our midfield.
Mhm.
Newcastle was just running past our midfield.
That's
Bro.
because they broke the press.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but bro, you had the same players in there and from that, right? And it was running past our midfield. Yeah, running past. Like there was nobody there, running through. And when really and truly, that midfielder and they should have been, right? Should have been more stronger. Should have been more stronger, and should have been stopping people getting through. Now, if you had a proper if you had a proper DM there, not a makeshift DM like what Ryan Gravenberch was, a makeshift DM, right? We would have done much better. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and let me.
No, I see what you're saying, but in finals, sometimes things can change.
I know that idiot team, my brother.
When you're playing against, it's not. But when you're playing against,
I know that idiot team, my brother.
Newcastle. We played Newcastle, right? Yeah, and their midfield. Would you arguably say their midfield is more physically stronger than Liverpool's?
Well, they looked on that day.
So is that no? They're not looked at. They were. They're physically stronger than Liverpool.
On that
this game,
on
this
season
season,
this
season with 10 men too.
So that's going to happen in football. You're going to get run through the middle sometimes when you've got physically stronger players. That happens.
Listen, if you got at the end of the day a proper DM, you think, and bro, when we had mans like Momo Sissoko, and Javier Mascherano and that, you think people are running for midfield?
No,
are you mad?
We don't have that.
No, but I'm just saying that day. Are you mad? Even when we had Fabinho and Henderson midfield and for that, nobody want running from midfield. The only time at the day they started to run through midfield, right, is when Henderson and sort of like Fabinho legs went. That's the only time they start to run through midfield. But when they had the proper legs there, not anyone getting through that, bro.
No, but there are times where it's not like there are times that teams weren't going for our midfield. Yes, it was more defensively solid, and it happened less than it happens now for sure because the players were better and they were more defense minded.
Yeah, but it's proper DM.
It's gonna happen when you play football, and it happened in the Newcastle game.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you today, there's more or less of a chance in the day when you got the proper players.
Well, of course, that's fact,
in their proper position.
Better DM that.
Do you know what I mean? If you got hear what I'm saying now. If you got the proper players and day, right? Yeah. If you sort of like if you get like a carpenter to do a job for you, but a bricklayer comes in the day and says, well, I'm a bricklayer by trade and everything, but I can do this, even that, right? You're gonna be prepared at the day for that job not to be done properly.
Yeah.
There can be something something else that's gonna need to be done there.
And
but if you get a carpenter at the day to do a carpenter's job and everything, you're right.
But the fact of the matter is to a back end rods here too, because I was screaming out for that since the summer and it's showing, because if you look at it, if you have a proper DM, it will help your team function properly because you have a specialist there. So somebody like Gravenberch and Jones, because you don't have a proper DM, now you have to use your attacking players to help compensate, to help defend. So when you look at Wirtz struggles like from the 70th minute go on to get into games because he has to do defending, right? So if we get a specialist defender, central defensive midfielder, then we could say to Wirtz, you don't have to run back because we have a specialist behind there who will clean up and give you the ball, right? But because we don't have that specialist midfielder, that specialist DM, what's happening right now is the likes of Wirtz and these guys have to come back and help defend because Gravenberch and they not doing it properly. So if look at Caicedo, look at Chelsea, Palmer don't run back, right? Why? Because Caicedo and Enzo protecting the back four.
Yeah,
so it allows Palmer to do his thing for longer. So if we get a central defensive midfielder and Wirtz and Etitike could just stay on top and not run back and defend, it will allow us. So that's what I'm saying. And I'm not taking away a point with Slot because what happened, what Slot did was like you know when you use a trick play in football and it end up working, but it's just a trick play. It's not a secure play. You have secure plays, and then you have a trick play to get a head start or a win. That's what he did with Gravenberch, and it was genius because nobody expected it. And as soon as we came into January, where people knew our playing style and what we doing, look how Gravenberch performed from since January, right? But the difference was we had such a big lead and a big gap in points that it helped us to ride the momentum to win the title. Now that we come into this season, we lost our legs. We didn't get that natural DM. Look what happening to us now, right? So Rod's right. And at the end of the day, it takes a manager to understand that you just win the league, you lost your players, you do have a natural DM. So what you have to do, you can't tell the same same makeshift DM now to run forward and get into the attack.
No, but yeah,
right?
the thing is, you're missing my point, Rance. I understand that's facts. I do agree with that. Last year was just a filling gap. So you used him last year for filling, and some of the games we had, like the games at Newcastle, we had chances to actually win the game. So it wasn't just one mistake. We had chances to actually finish the game and win and win it. That's why we were all a bit annoyed about it. But what I'm saying is, this is the season we should have got a DM, but we didn't get one. So everything that's happening right now is the manager's fault with the players. So I do agree on that side. We've been always shouting out for a DM since Fabinho left a long time ago. So that issue should have been sorted out that way. So I do agree with that. I'm just saying at the moment now, the first argument was the style we played last year was different because what we're having now, because we have different outlet of players now. And obviously, you're seeing Wirtz having to tuck back in left back sometimes. I'm thinking, why is he even over there? That shouldn't even be his position. So
didn't we play McAllister as a 6?
Yeah, he started off sometimes. So
he's not even a 6, you know.
He's not a 6, no. But for some reason, I don't know what the club's doing. For some reason, we won't get a 6. The 6 doesn't have to be an amazing 6 as a DM. It just has to be someone that can tackle and win the ball back.
And that's a point I'm trying to make it and think, right? Why doesn't he pay Endo? He had chances last season. He had chances last season.
I don't know if you guys like Endo or not.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, he had chances last season and they to pay Endo in the day. Yeah. But yet in the day you persisted in the day in paying Ryan Gravenberch. And Ryan, I'm not saying Ryan Gravenberch is a shit player. I like him. But what it is in the day, right? He's wasting in that DM world. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because one thing he does and one thing he does well is when he gets the ball, he spins away from like the attackers, spin away from the attackers and set up set up goals and this and that. You know what I mean? That's what Ryan Gravenberch is all about. So really and truly, I would expect Ryan Gravenberch to be playing more further forward, where he can be doing damage. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Now what I saw last season when Jurgen Klopp when Ali stopped last season was shades of what I was talking about. When what can I say? When things start getting when the going gets tough, he panics. He really panics.
No, he does. Yeah, he does.
He does panic, and he starts playing like Virgil van Dijk as a centre forward. He plays him as a centre forward. Yeah, at certain times he's a centre forward, and they takes off Kanate and everything, and he's putting on attacking players. He's just leaving himself open. Do you know what I mean? And then when these people get a counter attack, well then these people like Verge,
they suffer.
Chiesa and all them man that have got to bust a gut and get him back. Look at the Sunderland game. We could have lost that game 2-1. And it was Chiesa today that saved our bacon.
Yeah. It was.
It's true. I'm lying. But these are things. These are things that they. I'm not saying I'm a clairvoyant and this and that, right? But what I'm trying to say, these were things were inevitable to happen because of the fact that today, right, is that Arne Slot was never the guy for Liverpool. He was never the guy for Liverpool. You know what it is today, right? I am happy at the end of the day, right, that we won the league last season because we got to number 20. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy. But sometimes I think to myself, is that is that a blessing or more of a curse? Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we kept him for another season.
Yeah.
Kept him for a season and day, right? For him to kick on and for that. And look, we're struggling. We drew against Burnley the other day.
We drew
Rockstone.
our 4 games, so we know it's and
You
lost.
know, but you know what it is at play? We've drawn against the last the
promoted sides.
three promoted sides. We got at home. That's not
At
good
home
enough.
as well, yeah.
At home, that's
We
not
should
good
be
enough.
for that. Just that those 3 somebody should be sacked. But yeah, I don't.
It's not good enough.
good.
But these are things. These are things at the day. What happens at the day when you don't get the experience as a manager, or head coach and all that, and then the board at the day, the board that appoints this guy and it takes risks. That what they did and they took risk on our dime. That's what it is. They took risk on our dime. You know what I mean? They risked our loyalties as a fan. They put all that into one risk at the day because at the day they didn't want to spend the money to get the appropriate head coach or manager in.
Yeah.
And
no, that point. Yeah, that's a fair point. But I just want to say,
you know what it is at the day? Let me show you that something. Let me show you something. If Ruben Amorim, right, came to Liverpool, trust me, it's a different team. Ruben Amorim went to a team and they went to team. I'm not being funny. That stinks. No matter what you did, and everything that you could have had. You could have had anybody in there and their wife and whatever. You know what I mean? You could have had Halle Berry in there. Still ain't going to turn their fortunes. Do you know what I mean? Even if she dressed up with a brown thong, it wasn't going to help them. You know what I mean? It just wasn't going to help them. You know what I mean? No, seriously, it just wasn't going to help them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? They were gone.
Anyway,
You know what I mean?
Ross, I look at the bounce table. So
Yeah.
we'll link up. We'll stream
I got
soon.
bounce. I got bounce.
Yeah,
As well.
top
I got bounce. as well.
90,
yeah, man.
40,
3 hours.
Ross. We got link, right? Yeah, man.
We got link, man. We
Yeah,
got
man.
on the chest, man. You know,
Big up.
I got a bounce as well, man. Because we've been on it for Ross 3:30, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that, you know. I'm going to bed, man. Nah, that, you
I
know.
was gonna go gym in the morning, but not now. I got. I'm
You're not keeping me up. You're not keeping me up so late, man. Stop that, man. Right. So
Yeah,
So what Champions League game on tomorrow?
Liverpool. Is it Liverpool Marseille tomorrow or not?
No, it's Wednesday, isn't it?
Oh, fuck's sake, man. That's boring.
Wednesday.
I'm watching game.
Hey, I like that hoodie, you know. That hoodie's all right, you know, bro.
Well, it's a snood thing, innit? What for Christmas?
Yeah, it's nice, man.
What for Christmas?
Yeah, it's heavy, man. I like it, man.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
It's like one of them snood, like a oversized jumper, like a throw you put on when it's cold, winter time thing, innit?
Yeah, that's all right, man.
Yeah,
That is all right.
So
I bet it's hot, innit?
Yeah. I'm kind of sweating in it now, so I need to. I'm sweating. In it. I'm sitting there thinking, should I take it off, bro? I'm sweating in this.
No, but so was it Man City tomorrow and Arsenal? Is it and Chelsea?
One of those teams, yeah. But I just want to hear news that is. I'm just gonna this season. I don't think Slot's gonna get sacked until maybe end of the season where they part ways and get a new manager in. That's what I think. We're gonna sit with this football and stay with this stinky football until let's say the summer, and then they're gonna try and restart. I just hope we're in the top 5 because top 5 again this year gets Champions League football. Thank goodness. So it's not a top 4 race anymore; it's top 5 race.
Do you think it's got something to do with the fact that he's still in the Champions League and still got a shot?
Yeah,
Do you reckon that could be one of the factors?
If he was out of the Champions League, he would have been gone. He would have been gone.
I reckon that's one of the factors, you know.
Yeah, because I heard in the news. Well, sometimes the reporters chat shit sometimes, but because everyone's saying, "Oh, next game," and he's still here anyway. But I heard, I don't think we're gonna lose to Marseille. But it's a possibility because Mason Greenwood, for some reason, I know no one likes hearing his name. He's gonna be playing. He's playing on Wednesday. He's balling out. 24 goals last year, and he's on track to score even more this year. But in the French league, so we have to.
No, he's a good play. I rate people like Mason Greenwood and Rashford. And I've always rated them.
Yeah.
Really good
Listen,
Greenwood was the
nothing
best
can say this season tomorrow. All he has to do one job to Mason Greenwood. If Konate wants to save his season, do one job tomorrow, mate.
We're playing on Wednesday, aren't we?
Wednesday.
Huh? Yeah, it's Tuesday now, so yeah, tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
So but yeah,
I've been to bed. Still Monday until I've been to bed. That is Tuesday.
yeah.
So,
When I wake up in the morning, that's when it's Tuesday.
Big
I don't care
Edu,
what the
man.
clock says now.
Greenwood's in
Everybody
on
knows what I
goal.
mean.
Konate pops up, bang.
I think we're
home away tomorrow. Sorry, I mean Wednesday. Yeah.
I think we beat Marseille. I think
we lose 2-0.
Don't do that.
Everyone
No, I
thought
think
we were going to lose against
Yeah,
Arsenal.
Greenwood gets
I think we beat Marseille and we beat Karabakh. Yeah. And we're qualified. But I think when we get into round
middle bag,
Karabakh, whatever his name is, or
We need
Tesco
that
bag.
top 8 finish.
Bag.
We need that top 8 finish. I swear, fucked if we don't get that.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, I think when we get to the knockout stage, I think we got out in the knockout stage. I think that's it.
I think we get knocked out in playoffs.
If you get in top 8, we don't do. If you get in top 8, you don't do the playoff, do you?
Yeah, I don't think we get in top 8 though. I think we'll beat Lidl FC, Tesco Bag FC, and all that.
I'm not even confident about that.
Netto FC over here.
And then I think we'll lose to Marseille.
I'm not confident about the Marseille game, though.
Or maybe
if we lose to Marseille, if we lose to Marseille, we are fucked.
I'm not confident about the Marseille game, I'm not confident about that.
All we need
is you confident against Arsenal.
Yeah.
All we need to do is win the 2 games. Hopefully, Arsenal beat Inter,
and we'll be Arsenal will beat Inter Milan.
What is Arsenal at home?
They're not winning the Champions League.
Arsenal at home, yeah.
Yeah, they're at home.
They're spanking them, man.
Arsenal will beat Inter. 100%.
Arsenal need to beat Inter. The Inter will drop out, and then we can say "fuck you" to Inter.
Yeah, it's spanking them. They're spanking.
I think once you get to the round 16, though, it's who you face, and it's luck of the draw. Really, if you think about it, it is. It's luck of the draw.
Honestly, I'll be fuming if we can see to that guy up front. I can't. I can't.
Mate, it's life, mate. He plays football. He's
I'll
gonna
be
play football
steaming,
next
mate.
10 years. He's gonna score goals against teams. It's like,
Who do you got up front?
Greenwood. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, Aubameyang's gone to Saudi, isn't he?
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
I'm sorry, I just can't. And obviously, look, we're live on YouTube. We can't be getting.
Why is it so bad to that he scores against you? Scores against Liverpool. Why is it so bad? Apart from the obvious, but why is it so bad that he scores against Liverpool?
Because one, I don't want to say his name, and for me, I'm not going to speak too much on the situation.
I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You're good now.
Yeah. For me, I can't bring myself to say the guy's name, and I have my personal reasons as to why. I understand that. I get it.
Yeah, I know why you don't think.
Yeah,
I know what you think, but the thing is about what you got to understand at the day, right? No charge, no case. That's what I gotta say.
And they're married now with a kid.
And they're married now as well. So.
Yeah, but got money.
They got kids as well. You know what I mean?
I think they're gonna have kids. I don't know if they got kids, but
I think now they have got kids because she was pregnant, wasn't she? She was pregnant.
His wife looks like
they have got kids.
They've sorted it out. Just
yeah. So
I look forward and watch the football. Unfortunately, if he's
you know what it is. That's what I say. I think, to be honest, at the day, it's sort of like, you know what I mean. I always say in life, and if it's not guilty to proven innocent, it's innocent to proven guilty. Yeah, right. That's what it is. That's the law of the land. That's the law of the world. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not, it's innocent to proven guilty.
You can't be guilty in the court of opinions.
Yeah, if Konate wants to redeem his season, one job.
Yeah, no, I got
absolutely just lamp him.
No, man, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that around here, man. Come on now. You can't advocate for that and think that because you feel that in the day, right, that he should have he should be in prison or whatever in the day on something in the day that's all like he got no charge.
Unks, I will.
I mean, if you do, hold on, if you do that, yeah, if you do that, right, you know better than the rest that victimize people and they due to
I'm
who
not
they
the
are.
one that if Canate injured him, that's not on me.
You just said that and then you wanted to injure him.
I just said Canate's got one job. I didn't say injure him.
Yeah, one job to wallop him. Wallop him.
He's got one job.
To wallop him.
That
So
could
what
be
happens?
Canate
What happens
could give him
when
the
he
hug.
wallops him? Yeah, but what happens when he wallops him? He's injured him. So really and truly, you are advocating for that, aren't you? Really? Do you know what I mean? So
No, I just didn't say the words, did it?
You just said that. I heard you say that. So stop that now. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
Unks, I just.
There's no case, Footy. The case got dismissed for a start. She pulled back the charges. They're married. They have a kid. Life goes on.
Exactly.
I'm sorry,
so
man.
Life
you know what I
goes
mean?
on.
You cannot
When
sort of like
people that have
victimize.
suffered through stuff, you know, it's as simple as that, mate. Like for
Yeah,
me,
but it's not as simple as that because if it was sort of like, you say I don't know if you got a brother or whatever. If it was your brother at the end of the day and he's in the same situation today, yeah, you wouldn't like your brother to be victimized if there's no case to answer. Come on now, man. We got to grow up.
There's no charge anymore, Footy. The charge was dismissed.
If that player up front for Marseille was my brother, I would cut ties.
Even if he was innocent.
Sorry?
Even if he was innocent.
If he was actually innocent and he was proven innocent.
Even if he was innocent, you will still cut ties.
If he was proven innocent, then yes, because
well, he was though, wasn't he?
But if there's no case, what's he being charged for?
He was.
Look, it's a very dangerous topic because we are allowed.
No, it's not a very dangerous topic. It's a sensible topic. Don't be silly. Don't be saying it's a dangerous topic when it's a very simple topic. It's very simple. He had no charges to answer for because she pulled back the charges. Yeah, the offender, the person in the day that was offended on, pulled back the charges. She pulled back the charges and everything now, right? So he's got no charges to answer. They are married now, so obviously in the day there was nothing there in the first place. So how can he then still and then they say it and they well look he was guilty? It makes no sense. I don't know what you're thinking that. Come on now, man. Seriously, today. Seriously.
Because I have an opinion.
Come on, man. Yeah, but your opinion's flawed. It's flawed.
What's flawed about it?
If he's innocent,
brought back the charges, dismissed the charges herself.
Yeah, it's a person that was supposedly got offended on, pulled back the charges, and now they're married and have a child. Do you know what I mean? So really and truly, there was nothing there in the first place. Come on now, man. Seriously, man. You know what I mean? I don't want people in the day to sort of like you talk to people in the day and you talk about the situation. I don't want people to start laughing at you. That's one thing I don't want people to do. They start laughing at you because of your opinion and they is a flawed opinion. Come on, man.
I don't like to mention the player's name. That's my choice if I don't want to say. If I don't want to.
Yeah, but your opinion is flawed. You don't want to mention his name in the day because you still think he's still guilty. And I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to educate you on. I'm trying to educate you on the law. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody's going to take the piss out of me for saying not mentioning.
Yeah, but of course they are because they are for you.
I've watched loads of content creators and I've seen a few people do a preview today. And nobody's mentioned his name. They all mentioned via the name of,
you know what is it name? I've seen people.
Nobody mentions him.
I've seen people mention his name in the day. Yo, cop file. If you understand this and I think that right, that's what this. And you can understand this. This is what I'm trying to get through to cop file. If there's no charges to answer for, and they are now they are now married, yeah, and they now have a kid as well, right? Living their life and for that. Well, obviously, what was supposed to happen didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? So if it didn't happen, if it didn't happen, you cannot hold a grudge against him and still think he's guilty. Well, I'm not mentioning his name. Look at that. The man's innocent, bro.
I've not said he's guilty or innocent. I just don't like mentioning his name.
Why?
He was trialled in the court of opinion, and we can't ever trial people in the court
Because
of
I
opinion.
don't want to mention a player's name.
Yeah, but why don't you want to mention? Why can you mention that? Why
I'm not
can
going
you
to get laughed at for saying for
Hold
not
on, hold on.
mentioning
Why
his
can
name.
yeah? Because why couldn't you mention every other footballer's name in there, but you can't mention his name?
Because I just don't want to mention.
No, but why? They're just saying. Why have you chosen
Unks.
not to mention the
Unks,
person's
I would
name?
rather tell you
There's got a
backstage.
reason.
rather than
Yeah, but there's got to be a reason behind. You've chosen not
Yeah,
to
there is
mention
a
the
reason,
guy's
but
name.
I don't want to say it on live stream.
Yeah, but why though? Yeah, but why?
It's a personal reason, Unks.
Yeah, but the thing is about it in the day, right? You've got no reason not to mention his name. The only reason that you want to mention, you won't mention his name in the day, because you still think he's guilty.
No,
This is
Unks,
why I'm trying to
Unks,
get
it's
through to
not.
you.
It's literally
All right,
not.
all right. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he's guilty or not? Yes
I don't
or no?
know.
No, yes or no? Yes or no?
I
It's a simple
don't
yes or no
know.
question.
I'm not
Bro,
a judge.
it's a simple yes or no question.
I'm not a judge.
Right, I can tell you, and
I'm not a judge. I cannot comment.
yeah, but bro, the evidence is in front of you at the end of the day, right? Yeah, it's a simple yes or no question.
He never fully thought, so he never got said. He never got the player never got said to him by the judge, officially by the judge. Certain man, you are guilty or innocent. He never had that
Because it never went to court because she pulled back the charge.
Yes, exactly.
The charges were dropped, bro. The charges were dropped. So that means that
innocent.
Yeah, but that means that the day. All right, when charges get dropped, in the day, there's only two things that really happen in the day. Is this? Yeah, it's either there's not enough evidence to charge a person, yeah, right, or convict the person, or it may be, but usually to charge a person, there's not enough evidence. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes in certain cases they can hold someone up to like 72 hours, yeah, and then if they haven't got enough evidence on a 72 hour, yeah, right, they have to let him go, yeah, they have to let him go, right. So it can either be not enough evidence, or the charges get dropped because the person and they withholds the charges, if it drops the charges. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, as well, and what you don't know, what another thing as well, what I say to you, do you know at the end of the day, even if a person right, drops the charges against somebody, the police can still investigate? Do you know that?
Unks, I'm
asking you a simple question.
I'm trying to answer the question you asked. I'm not, like I said to you, I'm not going to speak about it because I find it very uncomfortable to talk about the situation. That's why I just refer him to as the player that plays for Marseille.
No, you know what, Footy. I'm not being funny. You're my good friend and everything, right?
Because I don't want to comment on.
No, you know what I'm trying to say. You're my good friend. You're my good friend and everything like that. But I would tell you today, you got a lot of growing up to do. Seriously.
What? Because I don't want to comment on a situation like this.
Yeah.
Commenting on the situation is just say the player's name.
Basically, and plus the fact that the day that you wanted Kanati to wallop him. You said that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all because of the fact in the day that you still find him guilty.
I've not once said he's guilty.
Even if you don't have to say it, you don't have to say something for you to actually mean that.
No, because I might have other reasons about the guy up front.
There's no other reason.
Unks, like I said, I would rather tell you.
The only other reason and day that you can say it and day will be he's ex-man. But that should be season. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no other reason.
I mentioned Rashford. I can mention any Manchester United player that plays.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that tells me. Yeah, but that tells me at the end of the day, there's no other reason than you still think he's guilty. There's no other reason then. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
You can't say I've got a lot of growing up to do.
All right, fair enough.
Because I find the whole thing uncomfortable. That doesn't mean I got grown.
Yeah, but he didn't do nothing though. He didn't do nothing.
Can't tell me to grow up.
Yeah, but he didn't. I'm telling you to grow up because he didn't do nothing.
What? Because I find the situation uncomfortable to talk about.
Yeah, but he didn't do nothing though. That's what I say. He did not do nothing. Can you not understand that?
See, I just don't get how you can tell me to grow up because I
No,
feel like
you have got a lot of growing up to do
because I find the situation.
yeah, but it's not only that.
It's a serious thing to talk about. It's a very uncomfortable thing to talk about.
Why is it uncomfortable when they didn't do nothing?
Okay, right. We'll put it as this then for you. So let's say the thing what he got accused of, that situation of what he got accused of, yeah, that thing I find uncomfortable to talk about.
We haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing's about, though,
Yeah, but
isn't
we
it?
never. The thing is about it, we never mentioned what he done. We
Yeah,
just
exactly.
said.
But the
We
whole
never.
thing
We just said
guilty or
that.
innocent about it.
Yeah, but we just said that, and we just said in the day. So, like, number one, the charges were dropped and everything. We never said what it entailed and everything that. But you said it in the day, right? Number one, in the day, you don't want to mention his name, and number two, in the day, right? You wanted Kanai to wallop him. So it's obviously in the day that you still feel at the end of the day that he is guilty. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Do you know what I mean? It's being uncomfortable. I can understand being uncomfortable talking about what transpired. I can understand it. I can understand it. When none of us mentioned what transpired, all we said in the day, whatever happened in the day, she dropped the charges, and then they're married, and they
talking about said thing though. Is it still not talking about it?
No, it's not. Though. It's not.
The whole thing still relates back to.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but we're not saying, and then we're not saying.
I'm not cop. I have not once said you or uncle have mentioned. I'm just saying the whole thing, the whole.
Yeah, but we haven't mentioned the whole thing. All we mentioned at the day is the fact at the day that you don't want to say his name because you still feel he's guilty. You want Kanaji to wallop him at the day because you still feel he's guilty. We have not said anything that what he's done. Because you're the one. You're the one at the day. You're the one at the day that's got this vendetta against him.
I've not got no vendetta against anybody.
Why did you say that and then you want Kanaji to wallop him?
I want Kanaji to wallop a load of players.
And we're not talking about a lot of players. We're talking about Greenwood.
Yeah,
we're talking about Mason Greenwood. That's what we're talking about.
The whole situation. I mean everything regarding about the player up front for Marseille. When it comes to the innocent stuff, the guilty stuff, like we've spoken about. When it comes to the Canati thing I just said, everything we have spoken about the guy up front that plays for Marseille, I find it uncomfortable.
We haven't talked about. But the fact is, in the day, yeah,
you can't tell me to grow up because
I told you to grow up because the fact in the day we have not said anything that what he's done. We haven't gone in details. All I've said to you in the day is why don't you want to mention his name? Yeah. Why do you want Kanati to wallop him in the day? And it's obviously in the day that you still feel he's guilty. For whatever transpired.
I don't feel comfortable about saying something on live stream and I'd rather say it backstage. That's telling me what's wrong with that.
Yeah, but we never said what you done. Did
we
say what you done? Did we give details?
No, but what I'm trying to say to you.
What did I ask you?
When you've just asked me about why don't you want to mention his name, I said to you in response, I would rather tell you backstage.
Yeah, I never heard that. I heard that you. All I heard, and you said you feel uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable saying his name. That's all I heard.
I've mentioned it on the stream, so like it's on there to watch. I've said it many times. I'd just rather say it backstage.
But yeah, but you're gonna say
stuff I'd just rather keep
whatever you say backstage,
not online.
Yeah, but whatever you say backstage in the day, right? I'm telling you, today it's gonna correspond with what we've been talking about. It's going to correspond with that, and it's going to correspond with the fact at the end of the day that you still feel he's guilty. You still feel guilty because if you didn't think,
I'd rather just talk about it backstage.
You never know. If you didn't think he's guilty, whether we were backstage or we're on live and everything, that you would have. When I asked you that question, you would have said a simple yes or no. That's all it is. And that's all I want from you. That's all I want from you. I don't want to talk to you backstage or anything like that, right? I don't want to, because when we turn the stream off, I'm going to bed. Yeah, my bed's right there calling me. What I'm trying to say, and all I wanted of you was a simple answer, yes or no. And you was incapable at the day of giving me a simple answer.
Yeah, because I said I'd rather talk about it. There's
So
nothing
that
wrong
tells no, you're not talking about it. You just give me a yes or no. So that tells when you can give me that simple answer, that tells me everything that I want to know on how you feel about the situation.
No, because just like that.
Mason
So I think someone's just put a comment in there saying he's innocent or whatever. Yes,
We've covered
can
this
get
before. We've covered this
Sorry?
before plenty of times.
When have we spoke about this before, Carl?
Yeah, was it when you said
What?
be careful saying he's innocent because you get clipped. He was innocent though. That's the truth.
Charge
saying the
anymore.
whole
This is the law,
situation.
guys. Come
It's
on.
truth. And if people want to clip me and everything that they can clip me. Because at the end of the day, right, YouTube at the end of the day is not life and death for me. There's not life and death for me. There's many platforms that I can go on and everything that, right, and probably be freer to say what I was saying. I haven't said anything that's sort of like that is bad. All I said at the end of the day, right, is that there was no charges to answer, so you had no case, so that means he's innocent. Simple as that. And I'm afraid that rubs people up the wrong. If that rubs people up the wrong way and everything, that so be it. But that's the truth. That is the
As soon as
truth.
the charges were taken away, he was
You know what?
innocent.
You know what? If we was talking about
Let's say the player's name.
if we was talking about David Beckham, if we was talking about
choice.
David Beckham, and the same situation happened with David Beckham and that, right? Yeah. And the person and they said, well, look, you know, I'm not going to go ahead with the charges, and they, you know, what I mean, I don't want him charged, whether it is and everything that. And then went to separation and then, right? I'm telling you something. That David Beckham and they will not be getting all the flack and then they sort of like that he's getting that Mason Greenwood is getting now.
Why wouldn't he?
He won't.
Because John Terry doesn't.
You know what is it? You know what? If you have to ask, that's what I got to say. If you have to ask,
Because the David Beckham situation, like I said, I'm not going to comment on that because I've not fully read and looked
I said
in.
if I said if it happened to David Beckham, if I'm doing a scenario,
Beckham.
and then so there's nothing really to comment on David Beckham. There's nothing really to comment on David because it hasn't happened to him. I said if it happened, and then I would say that people don't. Yeah,
about the first,
proven into and the thing is that
and I don't comment on it because
you know what isn't they? You know what isn't they? Even with that now, you had to go through 9 charges in the day to bust 9 charges in the day to show it in the day. These 9 people in the day were lying. These 9 people were lying, literally lying in the day, right? And he got proven that they were lying and thing that. What's happened to what's happened to sort of like Mendy? He lost his career, everything. He lost his career, everything in the fact. And these women in the day that lied in the thing, what's happened to them?
Nothing.
There you go. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go. I need to get some sleep, bro. You know what I mean? Need to get some sleep. I feel like I'm getting a cold, you know. Damn. Yeah, so I'll be back probably tomorrow or Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? And I just say, and then they sort of like, to run the day, sort of like, we need to give people a more chance in the world, and then more of a benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say on the matter. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to condemn people and they because, you know, something has happened and got proven and just got like, you know, this and that. You know what I mean? So innocent to proven guilty. Let me just try and find this. Where is it? Can't find it now. That's all right. Right, so guys, Copfather, big up as always. Footy big up as always. What's this one? Dwight. Yeah, Dwight. Slot is not the problem. Liverpool need a proper defensive framework. Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
That's come from Dwight. You know, big up Dwight.
Slot is the problem. Slot's not the problem. Wow.
Huh?
Man said slot is not the problem. Wow.
I wasn't agreeing with that, pal. I was agreeing with the defensive framework.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Stock's always going to be the problem. You know what I mean? I agree with half of what he says. You know what I mean? I support the last half, and then their defensive framework needs to be much more better than what it is now.
The slots tactics.
Do you realise that in summer, if Kalani does go in summer, right? Do you realise that then we're going to need 3 centre backs?
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
We're going to be so light at the back. Pause. Do you know what I mean? So light. It's unbelievable. And it looks like Kalani is going to go.
Yep.
It looks like he's going to go. I'm not really big. You know what it is at the day? I said that the day, you know, it's strange at the day, Trent and the day, Boy Scouts are this and that, blah, 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 this and that, didn't sign a contract and everything. I always said it in the day, right? Both Trent and Kanate have seen something with this club and everything that, right? That they feel like that's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. And they just think, you know what? I'm going to get out what I can. You know what I mean? Something's not right. And I think, also think as well, is this, right? This is not the only 2 people that's going to leave, right? If things don't get sorted out in a proper way, and they're going to find out, and a lot of people that's in the last contract, last year on the contract with Liverpool, and they're going to be umming about signing their contract. I mean, and they probably won't do it. You see, people like Isaac and everything that, right? He's on a 4-year contract, 4 or 5-year contract. When he gets to sort of like, you know, try and get a contract extension in the day, like, if things don't get better, Isaac will say, well, yeah, hold up a bit, man. Hold up a bit. You know what I mean? I'm not really want to sign just yet. Do you know what I mean? Players in the team, right? If things don't get better, run for the hills. They're literally going to run for the hills. Even the most faithful, actually loyal players, they're going to run for the hills and say, fuck this, man. I ain't got time for this. And this is getting worse. There's no way there's a person in the day, like Trent in the day, that's been with the club for 20 years. He's been with the club since 6 years old and doesn't move like that. If the club at the end of the day is all rosy and there's no problem at the day. Remember, at the day, this is his dream to play for this club. They don't do that without some good reason, and it could be the fact that the way they treated Klopp, or it could be something else, or something in Liverpool Football Club stinks to high heaven, and it's festering and it's festering. And I'll tell you something: if it doesn't get sorted in the day, right, we'll be talking about Liverpool in the Championship or maybe League One. Now, seriously, remember the day.
Look at Leeds.
Remember they got a sporting director, and they were really and truly, and you have to question it, and is he Liverpool standard? Is he Liverpool standard? You have to question that. Yeah, you got a man, you got a head coach that's it's in there now, and which we know at the day ain't Liverpool standard. Regardless of what he's done last season, we know in there he's not Liverpool standard. Because what I'm trying to tell people today is this: what he done last season is not helping us this season. You know what I mean? As I say, yesterday's price is not tomorrow's price. You know what I mean?
No matter what you've done yesterday or tomorrow, it matters what you've done today.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So really and truly, there's something going on at Liverpool, because what they should have done today, after having something like Klopp at the helm and for 9 years and regardless of how he left the club and for that, regardless whether he left in good terms or bad terms or whatever, regardless of the reason, yeah, right. What they should be doing is replacing him and with either like for like, yeah, or the drop off is like that. You know what I mean? The drop off is really close.
But this one,
but really and truly, and the drop off is like that between him and Arne Slot, and we're seeing that now. So, and we the fans, and then they are paying for that.
Yeah,
we the fans are paying that. We the fans that they have to sit through games and then they or go to Anfield and stuff, right? And sit through games, right? And watch our team deteriorate. Do you know what I mean? Watch our team and they go on the pitch and then they and have no clue. Watch it and they one of our players and then one of our scousers and they arguing with the head coach and saying that I'm trying to do that, but it's not working. Busting up and then you get 10 minutes after that, he gets taken off.
And then gets linked to Tottenham.
Exactly. Can't you see? Can't people see it in the day, right? Things are seriously going wrong with Liverpool. And I said, listen, if they got rid of Arne Slot now and put in Gerrard as interim manager and everything, I wouldn't mind. Because at least at the day that will steady the ship a bit. That will steady the ship. But if you keep on going down the road that we're going in the day, right? Well, then it's going to get to a certain situation in the day, right? At the end of the season in the day, right? So let it go to the end of the season. Right? It might be, when the sort of like next head coach or manager comes in and you know what they're going to say to you? They need a 5-year plan. So we've gone back 10 years now. About 10 years we've gone back. Instead of going forward, we've gone back again.
Yep.
This is what I respect about other clubs like Man United and Chelsea and from that. When it's not working, they don't care what time of the season it is, and he's got to go. He's got to go. Look at Aaron and Ruben Aaron got sacked and everything that, right? They didn't care what time of the season was, and they got rid. And now they got down Fletcher in. Chelsea and they didn't care what time of the season was. They got rid of Maresca. Now they got Leroy Rossini. Other teams at the day, right? Other clubs don't wait. They don't wait till the end of the season. When it's going rotten and everything, they act. Be proactive, not reactive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of it. 15 years in the day. That's what we're doing. Being reactive, not proactive. Try and see the problems. Try and see the problems from early and get it sorted. That's all I ask for. See the problems from early and get it sorted. Don't wait. Why are we waiting to the end of the season to get rid of Arne Slot? If we know at the day we can get Alonso at the end of the season, yeah, right. I'm talking about if Alonso wants to wait and till summer to sort of like come to Liverpool and everything now, well then get rid of Slot and bring in Gerrard in or some interim manager in. And where you finish is where you finish at the end of the day, because you're getting a good experience, a head coach coming in. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Liverpool got to stop doing this. Liverpool got to stop doing this, going back in time all the time. You know what I mean? Taking 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. They got to stop doing this at the day, because I'm not going to wait another 30 years at the day for them to win a title. I'm not doing it. I would literally in the day stop watching football, stop supporting Liverpool. I won't support any team. Do you know what I mean? I'll just like go into another sport, and then if it means that we got to wait another 30 years for a title.
No thanks.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going for the dark days again. I've gone through all that. I've gone through the in the 90s and everything, and all them Man United and Arsenal guys in the day, right? And all the other cronies that they're taking the piss out of Liverpool. Taking the piss out of you haven't won a premiership. You haven't won a premiership. You know what I mean?
Years.
All that stupidness. Like the Football League was built in 1992. I'm sorry, mate. It was built in the 1800s, mate. Catch up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? It's just like I'm not gonna go through all that again. When a situation can be fixed simply and can be fixed right now. Get rid of Arne Slot. You've given him enough time. Nobody can say it and you haven't persisted with him and you haven't given him time. Nobody can say that and I think that, right? You've done that, you persisted him and given enough time. Now it's time, I'm afraid it's time to go. You're not constantly cutting the mustard anymore. Give him a couple of million, pay him off and everything that, right? And then, you know what I mean, say, look, right, you know what, then right? Gerrard, we want you to take over to the end of the season and right? And then we're going to bring in sort of like Alonso. no matter what you win, and then we're still going to bring in Alonso. Do you know what I mean? Remember Bayern Munich and they when Bayern Munich was changing their manager, right? Yeah. At the end of the season, and they had some guy, because I think he's retiring or something like that, right? The guy won the treble. He won the Champions League, won the league, and the German Cup, yeah? And people were saying, and well, what do you do? Oh, yeah, it was Pep Guardiola coming in. Guardiola's coming, I think. He goes, what does Pep Guardiola do? And they when I'm taking over a person, and that's just won the treble. I mean, but they done it. They stuck to their word and everything that. Do you know what I mean? They didn't say, all right, we're going to give you another season or two. They stuck to their word. And that's what Liverpool's got to do. They're just going to stick to their word. And if Steven Gerrard is coming in as an interim manager, say, right, yeah, you're coming in as an interim manager, do your thing, and just like, in the season, and you know what I mean? Alonso's coming in. That's what we can do. Right, I'm gone. That's good enough tonight. Tired, man. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace, love, and respect. And hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification button, and we'll be notified whenever I go live. Peace, love, and respect. Peace.